Destiny sexually assaulted a woman on his live stream.
This incident occurred in 2011. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do about that.
It's about a consistent pattern of taking advantage of women and treating them like
He said that it was really hard to turn down hooking up with this 15-year-old.
If the goal is to say that I'm a pedophile, it feels kind of weird that I wouldn't f the 15-year-old.
I don't know, man. This is not doing it for me.
This kid is like 8 years old. This kid decides to take his pants off and wiggle his 8-year-old on screen.
This was an intimate setting in which there was a lot of time spent.
There were no long-term relationships with any of these people.
Ethan's pattern of behavior seems to be once he deems a target bad, it doesn't really matter the proportionality that he leverages against them.
Look at this tight little huh? Nice and tight.
This one looks a little rough there. E-man. Is that actually Ethan's dad? It's a picture of Klein. It says sexy Ela. If this is actually his dad posting pinup pictures of his wife, that's insane. Let me just tell you right now, it's a terrible day to be a fucking Ethan fan, and it's a terrible day to be a Destiny fan as well. Nobody wins, everybody loses. Alright guys, second stream, a little sleepy. Might not stream tomorrow, blah blah blah. I figured we'll give Destiny's response a shot at looking at, since we watch Ethan's, fair shake and all that, yada yada yada. Let's go!
Welcome back.
Hey, it's that guy, Destiny. I wonder if this video will make me... I wonder if this video will make me look so silly, guys. After we reacted to the Ethan one, huh? It's a good setup.
Hold on, I wrote out.
Was he ready for this one?
A whole meme and everything. Okay, keep me on track. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, first purpose. I have been relentlessly attacked, okay, by the Kleins, all right? Ethan recycles a whole bunch of stuff from Orion Beard video, plus other things. There's a whole bunch of like random fucking statements that people make about me and about things that I've done, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. And I figure I could probably just address some of these while going through the Ethan video, because why the fuck not? People wanted me to watch the Brian Beard video anyway, so it kind of works, I guess.
Has he not watched it yet?
A opportunity to do that as well. This is basically for my fans, and believe it or not, somehow, I guess, I'm sorry for Ethan and Ela, but apparently I do have a decent number of crossover fans from H3H3 and from my universe, so this is for them as well, I guess, because it's kind of nice, I guess. A lot of H3 fans have reached out to me and like apologized, which I think is kind of cute. But I'm sure there are just as many also calling me a pedophile, which is also cute. So, yeah. I'm not really, I don't think at this point, just because of how hard Ethan has kind of gone in on this, I don't really expect to change his mind. I don't really expect to change the audience's mind. Ethan kind of has a history of deciding to like go nuclear on certain content creators because he's convinced of some weird sexual thing. He brought on that one girl for Noah Sampson's stream to reveal was it ultimately that like he cheated?
Yeah, I think it was that he cheated on her they had a casual relationship, but he they had a casual relationship, but he lied to her about how they were going to be like exclusive or something, and they didn't wear a condom or something like that. I think that's what it was very petty for sure. Yeah, I get that.
He did on her while they were dating, so it was kind of like assault because she could have gotten an STD. It was some stupid thing. He did it with Abba and Preach, where he's like, these guys are secret red pill content creators. He brought on the one girl relating to the Fresh and Fit guys, trying to accuse Myron of like sexual assault.
Yeah, which, I mean, he didn't sexually assault that girl, but Myron does laugh at sexual assault. I've seen Myron blame women who've been raped, saying that it was their fault for picking bad men. So, you know, it doesn't exactly help his cause there, does it?
When even the girl didn't want to go that far, and Ethan was like, would you say you assaulted you? She's like, no, So I don't really expect him to ever change his position on this, or for the H3H3 audience in general. But like I said, I figure I can address my audience and I can address any crossover fans, because why the fuck not? There are a million things that are happening right now in the world, obviously relating to the Trump stuff, relating to insane fucking Hassan stuff, just in politics in general.
Are you saying those are more important to talk about than this, I guess?
Said this a lot to my community. I'll say it again. I kind of wanted to not be in the whole drama shit fest slinging field of whatever the fuck this kind of drama shit is.
What is he talking about? Come on. I don't believe that's I don't believe that at all. The way that you interact with politics is the same way that Hassan does, like very political slap like oriented. Like it's there's so much over. What are you talking about? Come on, you're doing a Hassan right now. You talk about drama and politics, and you're like, I didn't really want to talk about the drama, or like, come on, man, give it a fucking rest. That's fucking stupid. Nobody believes that.
But I guess I'm destined to be pulled back in. Okay, I guess like when John Wick's dog,
just like Destiny,
dog is killed, you're always coming back to this.
I like this preamble.
Fucking world. So here I am. I will say as a reminder, the only reason why this back and forth is happening right now is because Hassan and all of the other crazy obsessive communities around him like desperately want to make anything that they can about any random personal smears, as opposed to actually talking substantively about literally any issue ever. But hey, you know what? If that's what we want to do, then fuck it. Why not? Not to say that people should.
I don't know, man. I feel like here's my thing. This is what perspective I come from. I feel like the charity for Destiny is just kind of dead. I think a lot of people watched Destiny. Like myself, I got into Destiny because he's a smart debater. And that's how you get into him. You see him do a smart debate and you go, wow, what a smart debate guy. And then as time goes on and you kind of get pulled into the community a little bit and you watch more closely, issue after issue after issue after issue happens. It starts with, oh, here's 15 different crazy girls that are apparently just super crazy, and Destiny's the sane one, you know what I mean? Like 50 different issues. There's a new girl every day that's so crazy that Destiny has sex with and surrounds, himself with or whatever. And, oh, how did this happen? How did that happen, Then there's, like, the association with people. He was friends with Mr. Girl. I'm pretty sure that guy was, like, he himself said he was, like, a fucking weird pedophile rapist or something, or he had raped the girl before. He said things like Myron's like really nice guy, despite the fact that Myron has a Red Pill podcast that decentralizes around basically beating women down. I've seen him laugh at rape victims, saying that they should have picked better men, etc., etc. Friends with Andrew Tate, a sex trafficking rapist. It doesn't really matter what context it is. I think the context was that he didn't go in on Destiny over his divorce with Melina, but it's like, that's a great guy to you, despite the fact that he's a threat to society and women. Okay. Chicken and Waffles with Nick Fuentes. I have no problem with you debating people. He does it well, but then you're becoming friends with them. You know what I mean? It's like how many it's just like there's always something, and it gets to a point where it's like, fuck, man, like, why? And then then there's like people die on Twitter, and then he makes a joke about people dying, and it's like, okay, we thought you were the politics guy, and you claim that you're just exposing a hypocrisy, but it seems like you just engage in like, some kind of antisocial behavior where you just want to be like really edgy, and you want to like make a bullshit debate excuse for it. It's just so much shit, man. Then you see all the past comments, all these like edgy jokes and this, and all this other. It's just like, dude, I mean, I like an edgy joke, but holy fuck, there's just like issue after issue after issue after issue after issue after issue after issue, and it's like, how many times do you expect people to just be like, yeah, fuck it, it's not an issue? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how much do you expect people to like deal with before you're like, you know what, maybe I need to be careful about the way that I present myself online, because people are getting kind of sick of it. That's at least where I'm at. So it's hard to be charitable, especially with this whole Rose thing, where I remember I saw like the messages where like he was like sending news of other people to other people, like without their consent, and it's just like, Jesus, man, like how many fucking issues do we have to have? I feel like it's just too much. And then I don't even mean to be a fucking dick, but it's like, what's going on with your kid, man? You know, that kid's obviously like idolizes you, wants to be just like you, and what he interprets that as is being as edgy and fucking insane as possible. What is he, like a groper right now? You know, you fucking married a 20-year-old, moved to Florida so you could, I don't know, be closer to the red pill conversation. You couldn't take a fucking flight over there, but it was really so that you and Melina could like fuck, I guess, in a lot of, you know, in that city where people get to have sex and stuff. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, where's the it's just like, it's always something, dude. There's just so much immaturity and it's so fucking crazy. There's just so much going on. There's just so much. It's just like too much. And I think people are just like, you know, maybe the debates are good, but outside of that, like the moral character is just not there. And it's not even trying to be there. You know, so it's like, fuck, dude. You know, you want people, especially with your audience is getting older, as you are, and those people are maturing. You're not, because you're fucking, you know, you're getting older, but you're fucking rich, so you're not really mentally maturing. And then everybody else is getting older, but they're actually maturing because life is hitting them. And people could be like, oh yeah, I get it, man. You got a kid at 20. You didn't act perfectly, but you're fucking 35 now. Why don't you move back to Nebraska, buy a house near your kid, and try to be in his life and try to, like, you know, be a better father. You know, we got all this red pill shit going on. Like, what do you think that was? Everybody was like, these young men were screaming that they wanted a good male role model. I don't think that, I feel like you could be that, maybe, if you got back home and you started there, you know? So, I feel like people's charity's just kind of gone. Yeah, it feels like everyone's evolving except for you, man. I think it's a problem. You know, and frankly, I just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's that. Maybe you're not the ultimate victim. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why people are getting kind of frustrated. You know. So, just saying, brother. Listen, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. I'm gonna put you in a 24-hour timeout. I'm so sorry. But if anybody sits here and says stupid shit like, well, you don't know his relationship with his kid, I don't know what to tell you, man. His whole life's online. He doesn't live near his kid. His kid's a crazy fucking white supremacist. And he's not even really. He's just going through an angsty phase. That weird Drew Pavlov guy, fucking loser freak for talking to Destiny's. I just think, like, what a weird opportunist fuck. I don't like that guy. You know, I'm just saying. You know, your kid, you just letting you guys know, man. People are paying attention, and they're like, yeah, this is disappointing. We thought better of you, so.
Should be able to freely rape people or murder people.
What?
Or whatever else, really any issue ever. But hey, you know what? If that's what we want to do, then fuck it, why not? Not to say that people should be able to freely rape people or murder people or whatever else. I mean, obviously it's not good, but I don't know if me and Ethan are now going to be locked in a 2-month snark fest where both of us just play each other's greatest hits on repeat over and over again.
I mean, that might be what happens. Ethan is just very eternally petty. So.
If that's what Ethan wants to do, though, I mean, I've had people do.
I like Ethan, but even in the whole beef with Hassan, like, I feel like he went overboard, and I was very vocal about him. Like, I feel like he should just drop it until the whole CPS call and like skulls were sent. Then like we hit the point of no return. Like, Ethan was all justifiable in being as petty as possible, but you know, I feel like there was probably a disproportionate focus before then. You know, I get it, but that's how it is, man. That's how it is.
Do this to me for years, so we can fucking do it for more, I guess, if we want. I will say that the inciting incident, because nobody actually seems to give a fuck, which is fine. I understand. I'm a guy, so revenge porn and all that is fucking epic and hilarious.
Okay.
But the only reason...
Yeah, man, it would be sad, but, you know, again, you're doing the whole unconsensual standing of news. I think people are like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
A lot of this stuff is even in the public conscious is because of a guy who in 2024 decided to dump like 25 plus explicit videos of me on the internet. A few of these contained other people. The majority of these, I think like 20 of them, were literally just pictures of me stroking it. So thank you for that. I'm glad that the entire internet can enjoy that. I love to share myself with all of my wonderful fans and anti-fans. Thank you so much.
I I hear you, brother.
I would say that in general,
Like, I feel like people would be more... Listen, I'd be more empathetic to this, but I feel like we're not... You know, it's hard to be when you see the whole fucking... It's hard to be when you're seeing the whole situation where, like, you're apparently showing other people's shit. You know, non-consensual. It's kind of fucked up. So...
the reason why I'm usually reluctant to address stuff like this when the Ryan Beard video came out is I don't like the concept of relitigating every single bad thing that's ever happened in my life, which is basically what happens is anytime somebody runs out of content or they want to fight with me or I say something politically that pisses them off or
well, I mean, you do say some wild shit. Oh, shit. You do see some wild shit. Say some wild shit, brother. Politically... I don't know, man. You kind of mock people's tragedies, and I know that you go like, "Well, they do the same." It's, you know, we know the game. You just want to be able. You wanted to say some wild out of pocket shit and feel justified in it. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, just point out like, "Oh, I think this opinion is dumb" or whatever. People break the in case Destiny destroys you in a debate. Break.
Like, I don't know, man. I feel like how many people around Destiny are disappearing? You know, you got Dan Saltman. Everybody. I mean, what friendships has you really been able to maintain? And I get it's hard to maintain, you know, friendships with creators, especially when you're all in like the same controversy type sphere. But I mean, the Loner Box guy, you know, there's just so many different instances, man. Like, oh, Loner, like, yeah, you were friends with all of your friends are just like, why? What is your personal reason for that? I really don't need ABBA too. Like, ABBA has disconnected himself. Like, what's going on? It just seems like there's just people are just disconnecting from you left and right. And like, do you think about that? Like, why that is? Is that like a consideration or something? Something, dude. Come on. What's the thought there?
Glass here and then pulls out, what about 14 years ago? What about in 2012? What about in 2013? It's like, okay, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say about this or how many times I need to say something about this.
Well, I think it's reasonable to be like, hey, how come when you were 29, you were saying things like basically a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old are the same, and now all of a sudden you're talking to 19-year-olds. I personally think that you were just being dishonest back then and kind of a beta. But I do think it shows to like maybe a pattern of dishonesty, man.
I do think it's a little bit funny because I think Ethan actually like intuitively understands this. I actually think he explained it really well when he was talking about how Keemstar operated in this video.
Just to give you an idea of how Keemstar torments and harasses people on his enemy list.
Well, this is from 5 years ago. I guess we're just going to do the same thing, right? Go back and look at stuff from years ago. I don't know. Okay.
Let me show you some of the DMs he sent me over the years. Now, these are cold DMs. I've already unfollowed him, and he is sending me these DMs unsolicited out of the cold blue for the express purpose of harassing me. So I really don't feel bad sharing these tweets at all. Currently working on an H3H3 lying salty man-child video. Have a few questions. Have you ever flagged down another YouTuber creator's video? I don't answer. And he persists. Can I get an
very persistent
answer here? I'm trying to meet your request of giving nonstop defense because your baby ass can't defend yourself. Keemstar will make
yeah, that's true. I mean, the whole weird, like, what was with the weird antisocial? I just keep calling it antisocial because I don't think it's trying to be pedophilic. I feel like it's like antisocial debate pervert shit where you're like, oh, I got these 15-year-old these bikini pics of this 15-year-old. She's so hot. I feel like you're trying to make a joke while also doing like the debate thing where you're trying to like beg for a debate. Oh, I didn't mean I actually thought once I realize she's 15, my penor gets soft. But people could be attracted to, and it's just like I feel like that's what we're doing here. But I guess I want an explanation, I guess, but that's what it kind of seems like.
Insane accusations, groundless accusations. And then he expects you to defend yourself. In fact, he likes it if you'll come on his show and defend himself. That's how his operation works. And so he goes, oh, well, he didn't say anything in his defense, so he must be guilty. Have you ever lied to anyone on YouTube?
I'm just saying, I think he has a pretty good understanding of it there. I feel like this would be different if I was like, if there were like criminal charges, if some like victim had come forward to allege some stuff, but every single thing related to this thing just has to do with Kiwi Farms. And
well, didn't a victim come forward to something? I guess like the Rose girl or Pixie? No, wouldn't that be considered some kind of victim?
Snark forums that just like to leak. And
to be honest with you, I'm surprised. I mean, listen, I feel like some people could probably criticize Ethan for not going, soon enough. after Destiny. You could think about it. I mean, like he's on such a tear to go after Hassan that he's not dipping into people like Asmongold or Destiny. Took him a while to call them out. I feel like if anything, he said something sooner.
Dive into stuff and alleged stuff or whatever, but it's all good. At least he understands it. He understands the game well enough, so I guess he can play it.
I guess so.
As a quick aside, I just wanted to address this before we get into things too. Again, I don't know how many people give a fuck about stuff like this, but I get a little bit triggered, especially when all of the, I'm putting massive air quotes about this, rape victims or whatever come forward in Ethan Klein's subreddit. I think the one I read, the second part was the girl was like, I was 16 talking to some guy online and he said he was 16 and I felt abused. And afterwards, I don't even believe he was 16. I don't even know why though, but and it's
I don't know what we're talking about here.
like, what the fuck am I even reading right now? It sounds fucking retarded. Like all of the random posts about this shit, like what? Whoa. I think that post was deleted by Reddit, so I don't have a copy of it right now, but I'm like, okay. This is something that I spoke about before. It's kind of cringe, but when people talk about predatory behavior, I think that people talk about stuff that I would consider like yellow flags, but people would pretend that predatory behavior isn't just yellow flags or even red flags, or rather they'll point to like a thing that's like a yellow flag and they'll say that that's like abuse. So somebody will say something like, oh, there's a difference in status because this person is like a fan or a content creator. This person is, older than that person, or this person has more money or stronger, whatever. There's always power imbalances in relationships to some extent, unless you're literally dating your twin, who's had the same amount of training and job success, everything else you for your entire life. I think that it's fine to point out like yellow flags or red flags when it comes to certain behavior. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but to automatically just assume that somebody is like manipulative or evil or predatory, especially when there's absolutely zero evidence of that ever being presented ever in any public place ever, despite everybody saying it over and over again, I just feel like it's really fucking cringe. I've heard Ethan and other people argue that like streamers shouldn't, engage with fans in any sexual manner or whatever.
Obviously I disagree. I mean, there's power imbalances everywhere. I don't think it's okay to talk to your fans as long as it's of a consenting age range. I don't care. Power imbalances are everywhere. If you say we shouldn't have power imbalances in relationships, then nobody could date people of like a different financial class or weight class or attractiveness level or race or even gender. Everybody's got to be lesbian, gay, or I understand that as well. It does seem Ethan does seem to be pretty hard pressed against concepts like that. I personally don't give a fuck.
If you want to have that opinion, I guess you can. I think it's kind of a funny one because I would argue that there's way more like power dynamics at play between creators versus just creator fans. Because for a creator fan, basically the worst thing that can happen is the person stops watching you, I guess, and maybe you lose a subscriber. But creator stuff can be a lot more strange because now both of your jobs are potentially on the line. One person has a lot more to gain than the other person. There's like people have seen creators split before. Those situations can lend themselves to like insanely problematic dynamics. Not to say that those shouldn't happen either. I'm just saying that it's always good to like keep in mind that there are red flags, yellow flags, but it doesn't necessarily mean something is like predatory or abusive or manipulative or evil or whatever else. Okay. All right. I've segmented this off into segments. I'm playing most of this video straight down.
Welcome back, guys, to another video VOD on demand. Today I'm going to be addressing, once again, the allegations leveled against Destiny. Since we put out our last video, there's been a lot of chatter about things that we may have got wrong. So I'd like to clarify.
Yeah, I mean, I said this in the video that I did before, but I feel like he just shouldn't have jumped the gun on the allegations. At the time, there were still allegations that he talked to this girl at 17. That's pretty much all he needed to say, but it was confirmed by Willie Mack that she was 17 at the time. So yeah, we did it. We did that.
What I got wrong, and also to clarify what I got right. So I do want to start though by setting the expectations and just kind of giving some context to who this guy Destiny is. I think
just as a quick thing, I like that before he gets into the meat of, all of his criminal accusations, we're going to spend like 15 minutes poisoning the well. But okay, sure.
A lot of people haven't seen this. And I feel this context is important when understanding this story. So
also, major props to Ethan. I can tell that he inhaled the fuck up before doing this video, so I wouldn't make fun of his cough.
Ooh,
I'm glad I can encourage you to adopt healthier habits.
If you'll indulge me here, I'm going to pull up
kinda-
some clips from this Ryan Beard video on him that was recently made, and I think these clips are more relevant now than ever before. So let's take a look at them. Section here of harming women. I'm going to show you guys a few.
Around the end of 2011, Destiny sexually assaulted a woman on his live stream. I'm not using the word allegedly here because we have video of him doing it, and he has openly admitted that it was sexual assault.
I would say that in my streaming career in the past, like totally publicly, like I completely and totally like sexually assaulted a girl on stream before for like fucking 5 minutes or whatever. I got super fucking drunk and was like grabbing her fucking breast the entire time.
Later, Destiny has attempted to downplay his actions here by
I'll tell you, man, you shouldn't have fucked with Mr. Beard. He came out. You know, his video was very well put together, you know. He was pretty upset after that. What was it, like a non-binary debate or something years ago?
tweeting, "I was drunk off my ass, literally for the first time in my life." And he said that at the time, he didn't understand how bad it was, but now, looking back years later, he understands that it was reprehensible behavior.
It's like that one guy, Mango, who got like totally canceled for did, but way worse. Mango wasn't actually groping people.
Oh, would Destiny admit that? I don't know. It might have been one of those things where like he wanted to get ahead of it. So he's like, guys, I did this. But since I'm telling you, it's not as bad, right? You know?
And also, I like this.
It's like, first of all, how old was Mango again? Wasn't this like a known problem?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole conversation about how. Well, I mean, I already talked about. Oh, I have to talk about it again. Huh? Yeah, with the Mango situation. I mean, we're talking about somebody that Ludwig seems to think is an alcoholic. They got him to have like what, a 0.32 blood alcohol level, 4 times the legal limit. They seem to be engaging in like bro behavior. He was even groping Ludwig. They seem to be okay with it. But then it went too far, and it was like all the other streamers. You know, I think a lot of the blame goes on to you know, Ludwig for not creating a safe environment. So,
But okay.
This there's this pretense that like as long as you're radically honest about what you did, it's okay. It's like
It's called based.
ooh,
did you just say you were groping a woman on stream for 5 minutes? But anyway, that's not honestly.
Okay. For the first one, okay, because I know that Ryan likes this clip and a bunch of people like bring this up. One, this incident occurred in 2011, okay? This was 14 years ago when I was 22 years old, all right? I don't understand how Ethan could say that I'm downplaying my actions when in the video, I literally explicitly say, I feel like this was sexual assault. I said that my feelings on it and how acceptable the behavior is has changed since then. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do about that besides that.
Well, for Ryan, so for the collection of Ryan Beard's video, it's about a consistent pattern of like behavior that starts then and comes up until now. And part of the building was a pattern of behavior of taking advantage of women and treating them like shit, which seems to be a pattern. If even like, you know, closer to today, you're sexting with girls and not verifying ages before you start talking to them, and then sharing their news with other people without their consent. And so that's the point of Ryan's video. The point isn't necessarily just to relitigate, it's to be like, hey, this is like a pattern of behavior. Doing that, being very friendly with red pill people who exclusively exist to disrespect women, things like this, man. So,
Is this just a thing that
I know for Ethan it's being petty, but that's the whole point of that.
like you want to bring up over and over again for reasons? You know, he can say that like I'm downplaying my actions because I brought up that we were drunk or whatever. I mean, like Mia has said the exact same thing. This was years ago. I chalked it up to being young. Everyone had too much to drink, but I wanted to be around these people to get my name out. I know Destiny's toxic, but I have no issues with him. I do have issues with him spreading the wrong info, like on Swifty. I think I said something about Swifty at this time, 2020. I don't know what's going on. My subreddit literally brought up like the whole excessive drinking thing. Destiny's surrounded by drunks, egging him on. It would be nice if Mia Rose would be a bro since she's mostly sober and tells me to sleep, blah, 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 blah. Just to be clear, this is no fault of hers. It just sexy doesn't have any blah, blah, blah. Okay, right. Crazy drinking stream. I think this is my first time getting intoxicated ever. Not good though, but I mean, I said as much. So I don't understand when people want to bring up like
At 22, that's crazy. My first time getting drunk was like 14.
this thing over and over again. Like I've already said, it's not good. I don't stand by it. Like I think it's a bad thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about that. Like I've said that as much. I communicated with Mia Rose privately. Oh, Jesus, she just tweeted 11 hours ago. I didn't know how this archived. I just want to put it out there that the OmniLiberal did apologize to me wholeheartedly. He did wholeheartedly. He was the only person to actually answer my phone call at twitch.com. Not all these other idiots that were clout chasers. People make mistakes. They grow up and learn. And I guess you just tweeted 11 hours ago. Jesus, this again. It was like 15 years ago. I'm over it. Y'all should be too. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about this. Also, I also speak hyperbolically a lot, and I know that it's epic and hilarious when you want to be good faith, but then when you're not, you're going to take everything literally. It was not 5 minutes of groping. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 seconds. Not that
Well, you did say it yourself, so it's kind of on you on that one.
makes it good. Now that makes it acceptable, but I wasn't literally sitting there hanging on her boobs for 5 fucking minutes, okay, on the stream. But so I literally have no fucking idea what else I'm supposed to do about this, or what I'm supposed to say about this, other than a good job, I guess. So pattern 1, okay, 14 years ago, 2011, okay. First part of the pattern, all right.
That's far from the worst thing I'm about to show you.
Far from the worst. It gets way worse from here, guys.
Here's the next one where he admits to sharing photos of a 15-year-old who sent him bikini shots with his homies, and how he couldn't barely resist the urge of
In
wanting
2012,
Whoa.
have sex
when
with
Destiny
her.
was 23, he shared in a group chat with a couple of his friends the messages, "You want to see the sickest shit in the world? So many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. Dude, she's 15, what the fuck? But she sent me pictures
what the
that made
Sigma?
it so hard to say no." Then Destiny linked a picture of this
I'm curious about that explanation. That's why. I mean, my explanation for it is that he has antisocial behavior. I mean, he thinks that was funny. But also, there's probably, and then also a whole, like, prompting for a debate. Well, actually, so.
girl in a bikini in the chat and said, "Girl on the left, so hard to say no. Gonna get arrested one of these MLGs, man." So in these logs, when Destiny was 23, he said that it was really hard to turn down hooking up with this 15-year-old because she looked so good in this picture of her in a bikini. He then shared this lewd image of a child with his friends and said that he's gonna get arrested someday.
Imagine receiving a bikini pic from a 15-year-old in your DMs, a fan of yours, and being like, "She's so fucking hot, I need to share this with the boys."
Chat log. I was talking with a bunch of other esports guys, and we were basically talking about how crazy the fucking jailbait is in the gaming communities. It's ridiculous. I think I said something along the lines of, like, there are 15-year-old chicks that are, like, hot as fuck that will, like, try to send you pictures to, like, fuck you at events and shit, and it's like, you have to be really careful when you navigate that.
So what is the admitting to jerking off to 15-year-olds then? What is that in relation
I never
to?
admitted to jerking off. I think I just said, like, this, I think the log is something like, this 15-year-old chick was trying to send me, or was sending me pictures of herself, and she was hot as fuck. It's, like, really hard to, like, turn down some of these people. I think I
Wait,
said
how
something-
old was she?
She said she was
It's really hard to turn down some of these people. Is I think the biggest, the biggest fucking report on that there. Really hard to turn down these people. I feel like that part shouldn't have been said. It's probably the worst one. It should be pretty easy after you learn. You know what I mean? That's a tough admittance there.
was 15.
So you did get pictures from a 15-year-old
Not nudes though. Sorry, I
Ooh.
should specify. I think a couple pics of her, like, at the beach or some shit. But
in
no-
swimwear.
Yeah.
So you're getting swimwear pics from 15-year-olds.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. This shit is fucking crazy. Shit is fuck.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, guys. Anyone who's defending this man needs to know that, okay? But again,
Okay, so again for timeline, this is 2012, okay, 13 years ago when I was 23. I feel like if the goal
I don't know, man. That's pretty rough. I don't know. That's pretty rough. I don't know. I was 23. I said it was tough to turn down 15-year-olds. Oh, 22. Did you say 23?
for timeline, this is 2012, okay, 13 years ago when I was 23.
That's tough still, man. It's tough. You're talking about how it's hard to turn down 15-year-olds. It's still tough. I'm not even trying to be bad faith. I'm just saying that's tough.
I feel like if the goal is to say that I'm a pedophile, it feels kind of weird that I wouldn't fuck the 15-year-old. I'm just saying, if the argument is going to be that I'm a pedophile, wouldn't I be posting saying, like, look at this hot 15-year-old jailbait that I hooked up with? Wouldn't that be the statement or whatever? But regardless, back in the day, for anybody that was alive or back there, in the crazy gaming times, MLG events were literally fucking cesspools of crazy shit. Of fans and creators hooking up, of fans and fans hooking up, creators and creators hooking up, people getting raped, people getting drugged, people doing drugs, people raping people. It was just crazy shit. And one of the issues back then as well, because everybody involved in pro gaming was so young, and I think even, actually that might even be true today, I don't know how young people are today, like everybody is literally like 14 to 22 at these events. It's just like all sorts of people that are going here. And one of the things is people would message you, people would DM you, obviously if you were a big streamer, if you were a big player, and they would send you pictures, they're like, hey, we should hook up, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, I think there were people who were getting in trouble for hooking up with underage people. Yeah, I messaged my little team or whatever. Obviously those DMs were pretty crass, but I mean,
true.
The whole point is like, hey, like there are going to be people that DM you, they'll send you pictures, they look older than they actually are. Don't fuck a minor. Your life is going to be over. Don't do it. If you want to like sit here and virtue signal about how, oh no, like every single person above or below this age, like it's the second they turn 18 or 22, they instantly look attractive or like this, I'm not here for that. If that's what
I don't know, man. This this is not doing it for me. I don't know. I think the hardest part is what you said. It was like tough to turn him down, like just before. This is the hardest part.
This 15-year-old chick was trying to send me, or was sending me pictures of herself, and she was hot as fuck. It's like really hard to like turn down some of these people. I think
like that part is like the part that really like you almost had us until that part, and it's like, all right, that's a tough thing to say. That makes it seem like, listen, first of all, I commend you for not having sex with that 15-year-old. You know what I mean? But that's tough. That phraseology. New words? That's tough, man. That's tough. You know?
what you want to do, then go for it. But I mean, yeah. Again, I don't know why I would not fuck the person if I'm a pedophile, or maybe Ethan's argument is going to be that I become a pedophile later on in life, and I wasn't back then. But yeah. Also, these are people who, by the time I learn my age, typically they would message you, send you a pic or whatever. By the time I learn their age, I stop talking to this person, right? It's not like, oh my God, I continue to talk to this person after I found out they're 15. It's like they chat you up for a little bit, you're like, wait a second, how old are you? And they're like, oh, I'm 15, 16, 17. It's like, oh, nope, okay, well, don't talk to this person. Yeah, I've never received also like nudes or lewds or any crazy thing like this. Like, I think the thing I said was like a beach picture, somebody on the beach. There's like an Instagram, I don't know if it was Instagram back then, if that existed, but yeah, but okay.
That's not it. That's not all, folks. Here's another one. When he was 26.
A couple years later in 2015, when Destiny was 26, he shared in his chat, I would fuck the shit out of that 15-year-old. What the fuck? There's no way that chick is 15. So now we've seen two separate occasions.
Guys, this is not normal. You just don't type that kind of stuff. Unless you're like Jared Fogle in a chat with his homies, you know? Like, he's speaking openly with the dogs who are like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You would never say, this is not normal. And like, he keeps getting older and older.
Yes, that's how time works. I do indeed continue to get older.
But the girls stay the same age.
He loves that joke. He said this joke in like 50 different shows that I've watched at this point.
Hey, listen, if it's a good joke, why kill it? You know what I mean? You know, it might be an oldie joke, but we do love him. We do love him at a nice consensual old age. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Vic.
I'll leave it up for you to decide if you think I genuinely am typing in my chat about how hot this girl is and me wanting to fuck her, or if this is just a crazy thing I'm saying in chat about some crazy clip posted in chat, but I went back and I found what it was in chat, and this was it.
My name is Victoria, and I'm 16 years old, and I don't care what my mama says, I'm gonna have a baby. I will do whatever it takes to take care of my baby. If it has to come out prostituting my body, then so be it. I'm gonna adjust my baby in all brand names, and if I can't support it, then I guess I'm gonna steal it. My mama thinks that I'm not ready to have a baby, but I have everything my baby would
What the fuck is happening with this?
need. If my baby gets clothes and it needs a blanket, it's alright, because I have it. And if my baby needs clothes, it's cool, because I have tons of them. And if my baby needs the pacifiers, I have 3 more. I'm not just having sex with 1, not 2, but 3 different guys. That's right, I'm a player, but that's cool, because I got it like that. My life dreams are to drop out of school, to be on Girl Gone Wild, and to have my baby.
What the fuck is happening right now? I don't quite understand what's happening here. What's the relevance here?
Nothing my stupid mother can say to change my mind.
Fuck.
Okay, so
What was the point of that? I'm a little confused.
it could have been a genuine confession for my pedophilic urges, or it could be an edgy joke in chat. I don't know. You decide.
Again, that's not all, folks.
File. But the
What did that have to do with anything? Am I missing context?
colloquial definition of pedophile is some
Oh, and then also
I don't know what I don't understand what the point of that was.
My life dreams are my stupid
I really don't get it. He's playing his favorite videos. I don't understand what's happening. I don't really get why that was brought up.
So it could have been a genuine confession for my pedophilic urges, or it could be an edgy joke in chat. I don't know. You decide.
Again, that's not all, folks.
file. But the colloquial definition
Papa God Destiny saying he was making an edgy joke about that. About what? That's what the video he made those comments towards? What?
but that's 100. But I was
You think I joke? Time works. I do.
He that with his.
What was he talking about?
No way that chick is 15. So now
Oh, okay. I see now what you're saying now. Gotcha. Okay, so what are you saying that this was I would fuck the shit out of that girl. Okay, so he was making a joke about this clip. Okay, now I understand. I didn't quite understand it. Maybe I'm slow or something. Okay, got it. So that's so he's saying that that's an edgy clip. That's an edgy comment to friends, I guess, or his Discord about this girl from Maury. Okay, gotcha. Now I understand. I think. Okay, I think I understand.
Philiac urges, or it could be an edgy joke in chat. I don't know. You decide.
Again, that's not all, folks.
pedophile. But the colloquial definition of pedophile is
Oh, and then also I guess although I guess he's building a pattern of behavior. Again, this was a joke in my chat in 2015. Okay, but that's okay. We're building our pattern. All right.
That's not all, folks.
pedophile. But the colloquial definition of pedophile is someone who is attracted to children, and Destiny is at least somewhat attracted to children.
There are some 15, 16-year-old chicks that like look pretty fucking hot. Like I can't help that. Like some people mature fucking older.
Destiny
Okay, so again, you can have issues with what I'm saying, but definitionally, I'm literally talking about people that look older than 15, 16. Not teenagers are hot, I love teenagers, but some 15, 16-year-olds can look older. That's the opposite of pedophilia, but listen, if that's what you want to say, that's fine, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I figured that it was kind of like a debate prompt, like I was saying before, so.
Okay, we'll keep going through it.
Ended another
Still, I feel like maybe just, I mean, I guess it was however many years ago, just it seems a little uncouth to make that kind of a comment.
streamer who got exposed for having sex with a 14-year-old by saying, even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what pedophile means. Go look it up. Seriously, if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they are young, you have absolutely no business whatsoever commenting on the issue, period. It makes you look uneducated.
He's like, it is so outrageous, sir, that you would call someone sleeping with a 14-year-old pedophilia. How dare you, sir? Even if you want to play this game where it's like, actually, I want to fuck 16 and 17-year-olds. There's 14 is pushing it. 14. What are we talking about? This man was like, yeah, you can fuck a 14-year-old. That's not the same thing. Guys,
I don't know if I don't think I've ever said that ever, but
are we all hearing the same thing? It's 14. This dude has made it like his personal crusade to normalize fucking children. Like how many?
That's a wild statement to say based off what we've seen so far. I did go back and I found the post for this because I was curious. I think I made an OP here that basically has to do. It basically has to do with like streaming is a little bit different and crazy because you have so much access into people's lives you don't traditionally get. At the bottom of this post, I literally say one of the incidents that I brought up was this guy Stefano got in trouble because he was 19 and he DM'd some player saying that he abused a 14-year-old, and everybody took that as he fucked him because this guy's French, not because their abuse is sex, but because of a ESL thing.
What?
One of the incidents that I brought up was people's lives. And basically, I think I made an OP here that basically has to do.
What exactly is this?
He's made it like his personal crusade to normalize fucking children.
I found the post for this because I was curious. I think I made an OP here that
Different take on media exposure in esports. No, what exactly is it that he's showing on the screen? I'm a little curious. All right, so what exactly are we looking at here?
Basically has to do. It basically has to do with like. Streaming is a little bit different and crazy because you have so much access into people's lives you don't traditionally get. At the bottom of this post, I literally say one of the incidents that I brought up was this guy Stefano got in trouble because he was 19 and he DM'd some player saying that he abused a 14-year-old, and everybody took that as he fucked him because this guy's French, not because their abuse is sex, but because of a ESL thing.
Oh, okay. I'll read it off screen, I guess. But there do be bad words. This is not a comment on anything that has happened recently, just presenting an idea that I believe Total Biscuit has talked about before. I'm not defending his actions of anyone who's been involved in any witch hunts or incidents, etc., etc. Again, only presenting a point of view. People like to make the comparison between esports figures and sports figures, especially when it comes to controversial statements. If X would have said why, you sure as hell there'd be similar backlash. You think In the real world, X get away with Y. Haha. Here's 100 examples that prove you wrong. It's hard to argue with these people because for the most part they are right. A lot of the time we complain about people getting offended over word choice and whatnot online. Some of us crazy enough to even defend the usage of such words. Hee hee. He says, actually. Whereas in the real world, there would be a definite repercussions to those actions. The FCC exists and fines people all the time. The NFL and AFL fine people for unsportsmanlike conduct. People email Rush Limbaugh sponsors. Gotcha. When he says something ridiculous. Again, because I know a lot of people out there like to look at one to two statements and crucify someone for them. I'm going to reiterate this. I'm not condoning or condemning any behavior. Just give me something to look at. Let's look at a few of the major incidents that happened over the year. Orb firing for saying the N-word. Noni upset for raging over the missing tournament matches. Stefan fined for telling Bling he banged a 14-year-old. That's crazy. What the fuck? Suspended and fined for sexual comments. 19-year-old suspended without pay for a month of October. Recent comments made during a live stream. All right, this seems like we're getting really deep into something that I don't think is really relevant. I'm going to assume. Yeah, gotcha. It just seems to be a thought piece on something.
I literally state at the bottom here, I'm not taking a side on any of these issues or commenting on this happened. I'm just giving food for thought about like the level of access that you have to people's lives here. I was never defending this in this post. I'm not defending this anywhere. I think I was an edgy like internet atheist, and we did if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they're young, the difference between pedophile or whatever the fuck else.
Yeah, it looks like debate shit. Like guys, like I said, I remember back I saw him talk about how they would have like weird performative debates about incest too. So it seems like it's one of those things that almost comes with the territory back then, debating like a bunch of fucking, debating a bunch of like ridiculous shit all the time.
I will say that if that's like a creepy thing that people are doing to advocate for I guess like fucking
so
kids.
You've been seeing this girl for a month?
Around a month, yeah.
Do you love her?
Fuck off.
Is Brandon good at sex?
Honestly, yeah.
She's 17.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Brandon. What's up?
What? Anyway,
she couldn't get into Jason's party because she wasn't 18. Like, I knew about this. That's when I distanced myself. And Jason would always be pissed at me that I wouldn't film with Brandon. I'm like, he's an actual, like, pedophile. And we're actually, like, and he's, like, 24.
Having sex with a 17-year-old isn't pedophilia.
It's pedophilia, for sure.
It's
with a minor, for sure, was. That's an actual pedophile. Like, it's a child. 17-year-old is a child.
So, okay, whatever. I don't need to debate that, but it's illegal.
And it's a pedophile.
Well, pedophile is someone that has sex with kids.
Okay, I understand what's happening. So the implication from Ethan is that Destiny is a pedophile, but here he is saying that it's not pedophilia, it's a 17-year-old, which is technically not. I don't really know the specific context or how old that person was. Yeah, when I watched the video first, I didn't really get the idea that Ethan was trying to call Destiny a pedophile. Maybe he was. I guess I understand the point. It seems like he's referring to like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds, not 17-year-olds. Although I guess pedophilia is technically like 13 and under. If we go by like the legal definition, like a pedophile is somebody that's 13 and under. Excuse me, pedophile is somebody who's 16 or older that has a persistent sexual attraction to somebody 13 and under and has like a age gap of 5 years or over. So, I don't know. Okay.
He's a child. That's a child.
But you don't magically become not a child when you go turn from when the clock ticks midnight.
That actually is like how it works. Yeah. Like you also have no business being with like an 18-year-old, but like 17 is an actual child. It's actually legal. Like you actually should go to jail.
But, okay, well, I'm not here to debate that. But some states
say it's 18.
How it works. Yeah. Like you also have no business being with like an 18-year-old, but like 17 is an actual child. It's
Oh, I thought you said like it's 18-year-old can't be with a 17-year-old. Okay.
Actually legal. Like you actually should go to jail.
But. Okay, well, I'm not here to debate that, but some states it's 16.
But it's not that in California.
I know, it's illegal. It's fine.
So I mean, like, if that counts as like ardently defending trying to fuck kids, then maybe me and Ethan are just born to justify it. I don't know.
How many times are you going to go on the record protecting it? You go 17 is cool, 15 is cool.
Never said either of those things.
14 is
haven't said that.
Not pedophilia, guys. Is 13 pedophilia?
Haven't said any, like
12.
Not sure if this is his own fantasy that he's projecting on me or
where does it stop? I'd like to know his opinion on that. It's a lot of people. Kids start hitting puberty at 12. Some girls start hitting puberty earlier than that. Is 10? Some girls hit puberty by 10. Is that not pedophilia? Stephen Bennell II. By the way, the second is just junior. Okay, you don't get to play the.
Wait, you should go in on for Destiny starting the whole okay thing.
The second is not junior. They are different. On your birth certificate, the reason why I'm not junior is because my dad just didn't want to be called senior. So he wrote mine in as the second so he could be the first. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but...
Royal Guard game with just being the second. In fact, that's just junior, which ironically is what you call all the girls you date. Come on over here, junior. Come sit in daddy's lap.
Another pedophile joke, but okay.
Yeah, I guess he is. I guess he is calling him a pedophile to some extent. So...
Yeah, but guess what, guys? There's more.
Incident is when him and his friends, the Bro Squad, watched an 8-year-old boy shake his penis for them on a live stream.
I shouldn't tell this because I'm gonna get fucking arrested. Or child protective services.
By the way, how many times has he said that? Once is enough. Has he said this like 3 times? He's like, I shouldn't tell you guys this because I'm gonna get arrested for child porn. 3? How many times are we gonna tell that joke?
Calling 15-year-olds.
I haven't gotten into Ethan's jokes yet, but I do think it's kind of funny that I feel like...
Yeah, it's unfortunate because when it comes to this Ryan Beard video that Ethan put up, the whole point of Ryan's video is to show that there's a pattern of like harming women and young people, not necessarily children, but like younger women, and showing like a hypocrisy there. And so I feel like we're not getting the fundamental essence of Ryan's video through through Ethan. So
I've heard him say similar things.
It's called children's.
Sorry.
But I feel like I've heard him say similar things.
It's called Children's Joy TV for a reason. The guy knows how to give pleasure to children. Children's Joy TV, baby gets anal raped by a syringe and gets injected with AIDS virus.
When we see something like this, are we supposed to call the police?
Am I on it? I feel like I'm definitely on the FBI watch list now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a significant amount of context we're missing there.
How many?
I mean, it seems like you're talking about specific 15-year-old girls that you find attractive, and he's doing a weird bit about some kind of weird... This is a channel where a baby syringe is disturbing, so I think that maybe the tone's different. He's condemning that while making a joke. You're making a little bit of a joke out of being attracted to a 15-year-old. It does seem to be quite different here. I think it's a little different. I think this is a little different from you saying it was tough to turn down a 15-year-old. I'm not trying to be bad faith here, but we really are just going back and forth in like the fucking... the petty canon here, but I do think that there's a pretty significant difference between the two.
Am I on it? I feel like I'm definitely on the FBI watch list now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many FBI watch list jokes he's made. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But if like that's the standard, then sure.
I used to be part of this horrible thing called the Bro Squad. Okay. Fucking me, if you remember that fucking Cheeks bitch. And fucking
I hate listening to myself talk a long time ago. Oh my fucking god.
Part of the Bro Squad, and what we would do is we would go around Justin TV streams, trolling the shit out of these people, and we went around from fucking channel to channel, like fucking around, like it was this horrible shit. We went to this channel with this fucking this kid was like 8 years old, and he was fucking broing out with everybody in this chat. For whatever fucking reason, this kid decides to fucking take his pants off and fucking wiggle his 8-year-old dick on screen. I can't even believe it. Oh my fucking god. It was like, I didn't even know, like, when we were on Skype, we were like, holy shit. Like, we had to do like a double take because we didn't even fucking know, like, what the fuck was on, like, we were looking at like an 8-year-old dick, like, on the fucking screen. And his fucking brother, we call him Captain Push-Ups, would like come in the room. And this guy was like fucking 14 years old. He had his shirt off. He was like this, like watching the stream the entire time and shit. Oh my god.
What's interesting is he makes it seem like this kid just happened to take his dick out, but they clearly spent a lot of time there because they like had a nickname for the brother who was there watching the whole time. Like this was an intimate setting in which there was a lot of time spent.
Okay, so again, I don't know why Ethan projects his own fantasies onto this. So this was a thing that happened back in 2010, which is 15 years ago. But if we want to go back, that's fine. I will say in the early days of live stream websites were literally the wild west of crazy, unhinged fucking shit. Me and a few other people, plenty of people would bounce between Ustream, Livestream, Justin TV, and you could find old dudes doing conspiracy theories. You could find people doing self-harm. You could find copyright material being played. You could find just like a bunch of crazy shit. This is a
Sounds like Twitch.
We popped into this dude's stream. We were trolling in chat for a little bit. Nobody's saying like, "Oh my God, yes!" Like, take your fucking whatever the fuck Ethan is fantasizing here. There were no long-term relationships with any of these people. It was a crazy.
Well, I think the point that he means is that you guys were trolling him a lot, but he does say the word intimate, so I guess it's fair for him to go in on this. Because it's not really intimate. It just seems like you guys showed up a lot to troll this kid, and yeah.
Fucking thing that happened. We left the stream immediately after. I don't know why he likes to project whatever other fantasy of spending a lot of time there or getting to know the person. Maybe he's done trolling like this.
I don't think it's a fantasy. It does seem like if you have a... Well, I guess the argument would be like, oh, we just saw him do push-ups once, so we called him Captain Push-Ups, but I don't think it's well, the intimacy part is the... it's not really... It doesn't seem like it's accurate. But the... overall point, I get it, but I guess it's a sensationalized point to say there was like an intimacy. I remember like pointing out the intimacy thing was bizarre. So
past I was not aware of, but
here's another one, guys, in case you haven't seen enough. This one comes to you courtesy.
I mean, I think with a lot of this stuff, it's so unfortunate because I do think overall, really, Ethan is right, but he has his pattern of behavior. Well, Destiny's pattern of behavior based on the Ryan Beard video is that he seems to be harmful to women, and has no respect for them. Ethan's pattern of behavior seems to be once he deems a target bad, like he doesn't really matter the proportionality that he leverages against them. And you could argue that there's a similar, in the same way that he criticized Destiny for sending a death threat to Hassan after Hassan dog whistled a death threat towards Hila, you could argue that like Ethan is kind of coming at this with similar energy, which is going to hurt his overall point in the long run. So,
of the Pope.
Yeah.
Nicholas Diorio.
Whoa,
or whatever it is they do.
God bless.
God bless. Nicholas bless.
Years old, that's an adult. That's an adult dog. No. No. Okay, I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's
okay. That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst clip.
I don't know if it's the worst clip. To me, it just seems like a virtue signal that he would say that in the first place. But I want to know what his response is for it.
The worst clip.
Okay, I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. Don't give me this fucking...
That's such an interesting
This is exactly what we're saying.
Because it's all the same, bro. 15, 13, 14, 15. It's all the same, bro. I'm 29. Huh? But also, on the other hand, it also is a self-report because it suggests he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means when he says it knows exactly what I'm doing. So this is a clip that gets thrown around a lot because people like to say that apparently everybody below 20 I view the exact same. That is one voice cut from that debate. If you listen to the actual debate here, I'm arguing with a dude who is literally trying to abduct a mentally retarded 19-year-old and take her to another state and impregnate her. Basically every other time
Sorry, what?
That debate, if you listen to the actual debate here, I'm arguing with a dude who is literally trying to abduct a mentally retarded 19-year-old.
Okay. I don't know, like, why say it? Like, why are you saying that she has an intellectual disability?
And take her to another state and impregnate her?
I don't know. Like, what okay. Are you saying that she's just stupid? Or do you think that, because you use the R slur like that a lot, or are you saying that she has an intellectual disability? And why do you think that people wouldn't be turned off by that language, especially if you're referring to somebody with an actual intellectual disability? She does. I mean, sorry. So I just want to be absolutely clear. We're no actual disability or no disability. It's JF and she did have a mental disability. Okay. She's a ward of the state. Okay. I just want to be clear here. Why would you refer to her as... Okay.
Basically, every other time I'm speaking about this person and their age, I do refer to the fact they're 19, but it's not just the fact they're 19, it's a whole bunch of other things too.
Why talk about it like that?
AF's own words, a 19-year-old girl communicated with him online. He fell in love with her. He convinced her to leave her family.
Sorry, I'm still a little jarred. Like, listen, here's the problem, is that every single day you guys are like, I'm not gonna lie, I say slurs, and when I'm angry, I'm not gonna sit here and say it. I'm not like proud of it or whatever. But every day it's like, oh, you don't say it. It's okay to say it as long as you don't say it towards somebody like with an actual disability. And then here we go. I don't understand why. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting forced to focus on the wrong thing. It's just fucking pathetic. So, seems weird to use that yeah, streamer language, a little too streamery, but
AF's own words, a 19-year-old girl communicated with him online. He fell in love with her. He convinced her to leave her family and join him. And then after 3 weeks of being with her, a girl that had never lived on her own, worked a job, lived apart from her parents, been in a relationship, he convinced her to try to have a child with him.
First, I will say, I don't care about your moral offense, you piece of shit.
Sure, you don't have to care about my moral offense because the court already agreed with me about the moral offense. She had never lived on her own before, and despite all of this, you convinced her to leave her family without a word to join you and make a baby.
That's called love, you idiot.
That's called love? A 19-year-old girl? Sorry, go.
Yeah, a 19-year-old girl can love, you idiot. You want people in the future to be scared of going out with mentally disabled people. Eventually, destiny will find out, and it will ruin their life. Now, it is a 19-year-old woman who was free to make her choices. Steven can come here and express moral offense. Who cares? Everyone in the chat says 19 is legal, Steven.
So why didn't she fight the court about being appointed a guardian, JF? If she wanted to,
she was intimidated, physically abused by her father, and intimidated into abandoning her rights.
You're saying that a girl was so easily intimidated that she quickly gave up her right to exist as an autonomous person, but you claim the same person was mature enough to make the decision to move in with you and bear your child?
The reality is that...
Like, there's a lot in this debate. It was not just that the fact that this girl was 19. This girl was declared mentally incompetent by a court, and then her parents prevented her from being abducted by this guy.
Okay. Is
Sure, yeah, because when you live with somebody, all of these...
They show more clips, or is this
They're from that same debate, by the way. Sure, yeah, because when you live with somebody, it's a totally different thing. So somebody tells me that they're in love with somebody that they've been talking to online, and then they up and just leave their family with no word, and they just drive cross country, and in a few weeks are trying to create a child with this person without a financial future, without any type of financial security. Yeah, there's a fuck ton of red flags there.
Apparently, she was intelligent enough to find a guy who wanted to care for her for the rest of his life and who had the amount of money required to survive for that long. And so go get fucked.
The problem that I have with that is that context, that doesn't change the context of what Destiny said. It just okay. It doesn't change the context of what he said in that debate. He still said 19-year-olds. You might whether 19 is the same thing as like 15 to him. That's not specifically applied to somebody with an intellectual disability. So I don't understand. This doesn't change anything. The context doesn't change anything. He does keep watching? Oh, okay.
Is extensive enough that...
Okay, well, maybe he... Oh, is there another clip? Okay.
3,000 people watching live should hear his point of view about her life.
And here we have JF, the 32-year-old man, thrice married, who has found true love by talking to a 19-year-old mentally disabled girl who saw him on a podcast and messaged him on Skype. And after a few months, he's determined that she is his soulmate, and he wants to ship her off to North Carolina to put a baby in her.
And that's biology. I'm sorry you have a problem with it.
Yeah, biology.
Do you think Destiny...
If this was just love, I honestly wouldn't care as much. It was that JF was trying to do, like, unstoppable damage, like permanent damage to her life by having a child with her. That's more than just love. If they were just living together or whatever, and then the father showed up, like, that's an entirely different situation. It's the fact that after living with her for a few weeks, JF is trying to get her pregnant. This is a girl that's never even lived on her own before. He thinks she could take care of a kid? That's comical.
I'm assuming...
Like, people that have ever watched this debate like to pretend that I was just screaming, like, 19, 19, 19, but there was way, way, way more going on here. You can rip one clip from it if you want, but...
From a guy heading to a bar and buying a chick drinks and then paying for dinner and then like buying her a bunch of presents and treating her very well. It's the same fucking thing, man.
It's not,
called,
though. It's not because
courting. It's called courting.
No. There's a huge difference. It's the difference between consent versus informed consent. That the woman at the bar is a mature adult that has the mental faculty to make decisions about her future. A mentally retarded 19-year-old, this particular one.
I can understand why he would refer to her like that 10 years ago or 15 years ago. I don't understand why he referred to her as that, like in his when he's talking about it nowadays. But okay.
Apparently, according to two psychiatrists, ruled that she did not have the faculty to make this decision. I'm curious, how would you feel about a 17-year-old girl doing this?
Depends on what.
Okay, how would you feel about a 15-year-old girl doing this?
No, I have a problem because this is now illegal.
So the only thing that matters to you is the law? Let's say we get rid of the law and we're just talking morality. How would you feel about JF doing this with a 15-year-old girl?
I would be very opposed to that. It's disgusting in my opinion. But however, I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say, dude. Because what if this girl was 30, but her mental state stayed as let's say a 14-year-old? So don't let her do it.
That's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't let her do it. Like, if she was deemed non-consenting, probably would be deemed non-consenting. Did the court deem this woman non-consenting? That's part of, like, the whole thing.
Andy, there are people that get old who are appointed guardians for their entire lives because they're not mentally capable of living on their own. And if they do live on their own... No, it's not inhumane. We do this to prevent other people from taking advantage of them. But, okay.
Does that disprove he made the fundamental point? Yeah, it doesn't seem like that overturns the general argument made. I mean, this is what we're referring to here, right?
15-year-olds.
When you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29.
A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. Don't give me this fucking, just because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fucking freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards any of those people is really fucking weird.
This has nothing to do with the person being mentally disabled, though. So that doesn't... The context is nice that the debate was about more than just age of consent. But it seemed like he was also harping on the age of consent, too, as a separate point. And that's what you do in debates, no? You isolate, like that's what those usually do. You isolate points. Well, not only is she mentally handicapped, but also, 19 is the same as 15 because I'm like 30, or I'm 29, and so are you. And this doesn't change the context of what he said. It sounds like he kind of isolated that moment. And he was like, okay, we're going to talk about this, and we're going to move on to this. Again, I just think my argument isn't even that he's some kind of a threat or actually thinks 19 and 15-year-olds are the same. I think this is just an instance of him virtue signaling. So, does he play that clip even longer? Is that what you're saying? More of that clip? Is there even more of this clip? All right, we'll keep watching. We'll keep watching. Maybe he explains that part. Okay.
18 and 15-year-olds, okay?
Because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit.
Just because of some legal age of consent bullshit? Huh? That's the age of consent. I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good. We should have a minimum age so that adults can't have sex with children. That is bullshit. That is just an imagined line in the sand that I will not conform to.
Okay. So you guys are saying that Destiny's responding to the way that Ethan's interpreting the video, not Ryan's interpretation of the video? Is that what you're saying? Okay, maybe? Dude, actually, I'm being really stupid. What you're saying, that makes sense. I even said this in my coverage of this, is that okay, yeah, I was actually pretty like, okay, Ethan got this really wrong here. So yes, this makes sense. Destiny's not necessarily criticizing Ryan here, because he doesn't expose any change in anything said, but I guess he's going after what Ethan's interpretation of it. Okay. I guess this is a longer portion of the clip, I guess, just to be clear. Okay, I just wanted to say this, just to be clear.
They're your child?
This girl was declared
about being a girl without a girl with...
But it's not just the fact they're 19, there's a whole bunch of other things, too.
Yeah, so just to be clear, this is not... I just wanted you guys to be clear. I know that Ethan improperly interpreted this clip, but Destiny is refuting the actual clip from the live... or excuse me, from Ryan Beard's video, even though it's accurate. He's trying to say, like, no, this wasn't just about being 19. This is also about other stuff. It was about other stuff, but he was specifically saying that 19-year-olds are the same thing as 15-year-olds to him. He is trying to debunk the Ryan Beard clip as well as Ethan's misinterpretation of the Ryan Beard clip in this. That's why he says what he says.
To abduct a mentally retarded 19-year-old and take her to another state and impregnate her. Basically, every other time I'm speaking about this person and their age, I do refer to the fact they're 19, but it's not just the fact they're 19. There's a whole bunch of other things, too.
Yeah, so it's also him trying to nod that, like, Ryan Beard misinterpreted the clip. Ryan didn't misinterpret that clip based on what we've seen at all. So, and then Ethan also misinterprets the Ryan Beard clip, which doesn't help Ethan at all. Kind of fucked himself on that one. But yeah, okay. Just want to be clear. He's not full off on that. He's not fully off the hook on that one. Ryan did not take the clip out of context. You're wrong. Sorry. So we watched it just before. He was talking about specifically an isolated point. So
forever. What am I going to do when I'm like 30 years old and I want to fuck 16-year-olds? I thought this when I was in high school because I was like, dude, high school girls, they're fucking hot as shit. Look. But you know what happens? Something happens, okay?
I think this is like the full amount from this part.
You turn, I don't know, when you turn 23, 24, 25, when you've lived in a house and you've paid for your own fucking bills and you've been on your own for a little bit, and then you go into a restaurant and you sit down to eat, you might be alone, you might be with a friend, and you know what you hear talking behind you? You hear college freshmen.
He didn't take it out of context, so...
You hear high school seniors, and nothing makes your balls shrivel up quicker than the inane, asinine, fucking gossipy, stupid fucking shit that concerns the mind of a fucking teenager. Nothing will turn you off faster. As somebody that has a fucking house, that has a career, that has a job, that has lived his own life, than to sit down in a restaurant and put your back to two motherfuckers that are talking about, I don't know what class I'm gonna take. Oh my God, the professor is such an annoying piece of shit. And my mom stopped paying my car. This is the easiest way for me to understand that I will not be attracted to teenagers going into my fucking 30s, okay? So, when a 32-year-old tells me that he has met a 19-year-old on the internet and that they are in love with each other after 4 months, I'm sorry, but something is fucking wrong with you. Something is not right. That you feel like you can relate. Somebody who's been through 3 marriages and has a child, you're telling me that you can relate enough with a 19-year-old who is a virgin that she is going to leave her family and live with you and you're going to make babies? There is something fucking wrong with your mind, okay? You're either one, you have a severe mental fuck up, some disorder of your own.
Yeah, so just to be clear, in that clip Ryan Beard showed, he was talking about just fundamentally 19. So yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna just move back to the. We're gonna move back to Destiny's video.
I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good. We should have a minimum age so that adults can't have sex with children. That is bullshit. That is just an imagined line in the sand that I will not conform to. Okay.
Yeah, this is obviously not a good look for Ethan here specifically, though.
He's constantly.
Okay, so this idea of me saying that the age of consent is bullshit, that's not at all what I'm saying there at all. Like, it was the exact opposite argument that just because this girl was 19 years old, the age of consent doesn't matter here. She was literally mentally fucking retarded. That was the point.
All right. Okay. I listen, you guys can think I'm as soy as you want. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the R-slur in general, but like, again, he's not just calling somebody stupid for it. He's saying somebody with an intellectual disability, by his own logic, is, he's using that word to refer to them. So I don't know. That seems pretty pathetic. I don't know why you would do that. It kind of destroys your whole argument of like, no, we're just using this word to be like, call people stupid. Well, you're calling somebody with like an intellectual disability the R-slur. So it seems like it's a lot more than that here. But okay.
I believe that quote comes from this segment.
Right? But no communication with the parents, gets the girl to pack up and leave. And now that you have this, the perfect specimen, okay? I have the girl with no family, no friends, okay, who is a retard, okay? Now you have this girl, what am I going to do? I
guess he's just like getting off to just using the slur to refer to somebody with an intellectual disability at this point. Okay.
Put the baby in her. I'm going to put the baby in her. And now she's your slave forever. She has no friends, which she didn't. She has no family because he's cutting her off from them. She has nobody
very soy.
else that she can talk to, no support network. Now she has his baby, okay? She has no job, right? She has no real education, right? She's totally locked there, and she's his. That is fucking disgusting, okay? And that's kind of why, like, the fact that he still defends this behavior is really irritating to me, because what he did was fucking horrible. That kind of shit is literally fucking disgusting.
Cringe.
That he would try to trap a little girl, and I don't want to be presumptuous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if this upsets you.
You don't think he's insulting her? Oh yeah, that's probably a good point. What is Destiny's job? Is it to be like a social progressive? Or is it to be like an ignorant fucking idiot? Oh, wait. Wait, what makes him good at debating? Oh, I think it's because he's usually very educated on these topics. So he knows what he's doing. I don't know. Well, I don't know why I'm responding to like some of you, like some of you guys. You're usually very young and very ignorant. And you're not going to resonate with the points I make like this. But okay.
Because you're 19, or I'm sorry if this upsets you because you're 22 or something, right? Or if you're some legal guy or whatever, when you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. Don't give me this fucking, just because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fucking freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards any of those people is really fucking weird, okay? Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay? I'm a real adult, okay? If your mom and dad, if you live with your mom and dad still pay all of your bills, you're still a virgin, you've never been in a relationship, you don't go to school, you've never even had a job before, you've never lived on your own, you're a child. You're very much a child. You don't know what it's like to wake up and go into work, to work a job you hate because you have to pay a bill, okay? You don't know what it's like to have to make a decision between getting kind of a cool car and a piece of shit car because you can't afford it. You don't know what it's like to get called in to have to work an extra fucking shift because you don't have any life experience. You don't know anything about anything. You're a child. So all the people in chat, they're like, no, 19 years old, that's an adult. That's an adult. Dog. No. No.
So I guess we can pretend that this was cut just to...
What is that? What's the implication there? You're calling a 19-year-old child and you're comparing them to 15-year-olds. How is that Ryan Beard part? How did he cut that out of context?
Jesus Christ, bro. Wait, I think I exited the video.
Age of consent.
Okay. Is he trying to argue that because he was talking to a chatter? I don't. Okay. I don't think Ryan took that clip out of context, but all right.
That I'm saying that like, oh no, fuck the age of consent, let's fuck minors. Again, maybe Ethan's projecting something on me there. And again, like, it's funny to cut the like 19-year-old or whatever, but like, obviously there are some 19-year-olds that are more mature. There are some 23-year-olds that are less mature. Like, I've chatted with like, 22, 23-year-olds who are still like going to school and living with their parents and working on their masters who like are fighting with their parents. And those people are a lot different than even somebody a couple years younger, a 20-year-old who has lived on their own for a while. Obviously ages are proxies for life stages, life developments and everything else. But yeah, I mean, if you want to fantasize that I'm arguing against the age of consent, then go for it.
I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good. We should have a...
Yeah, obviously this point doesn't make Ethan look very good here. That... like misinterpreting that clip, whether it's intentional or not. So
minimum age so that adults can't have sex with children. That is bullshit. That is just an imagined line in the sand that I will not conform to. Okay, he's constantly blurring the line and trying to normalize.
The other broader context is that he's talking about having a baby and family. Oh, maybe. I mean, he should explicitly say that then, and not just like have a chatter like run that defense for him. He should be like, no. I'm specifically talking about this when like right now, not in the past. Like right now, be like, no, listen, I was specifically talking about, making a baby and having like a whole life together, not just sleeping with them, I guess. But it seems like that's something that you've kind of pulled out of that, not something that he's explicitly saying or thinking.
Normalize the act of adults.
Like, is me saying that like the 19 and the 15-year-old will have as much in common if they're in school having anything? That's blurring the line to. What do you think I'm blurring the line for? For making an argument why you should date or fuck 15-year-olds, or for saying why like even a 19-year-old is probably somebody who's in a significantly different life stage? It's more comparable to a 15-year-old than a 25-year-old or 30-year-old. Like, which direction do you think the line is being blurred here?
Sleeping with minors, right? Continually. This is the theme that we keep seeing. It's like, this is okay. This isn't that bad. This 15-year-old's hot. I want to fuck this 15-year-old, but I won't, et cetera, et cetera. This is a pattern. Long pattern.
I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fucking freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards...
He's like freshman in college, sophomore in high school. It's all good, baby. Same.
That's yeah, okay. Maybe if he wasn't watching Nicholas Fat Oreo stream, maybe he would...
Okay. So stupid.
Actually have some actual context on what this conversation is about. But you know what? Listen, I love the clip champion. Do it more. I love it, okay?
I mean, those bikini pics in the DMs.
Those people is really fucking weird, okay? Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay? And
then there's one more clip I want to show you guys.
Okay, can't play the rest of that. Gotta move to the next thing. Okay.
Of when
Good one.
We were talking about Vosch and the lolly horse controversy. And he accidentally opened a folder and he had lolly and horse porn on his computer. And everybody was clowning on him, except one person. There was one person that came to his defense. Who was it? Destiny. What? Why? Well, this take was so bizarre. I remember at the time being absolutely struck by it, and I pulled this straight from my memory because it was just so shocking to me. But here's his take on a lollycon, which is the pornographic hentai drawings involving children.
Did you see the lolly discussion on Reddit? You know, if Vosch was a better person and not such a piece of shit, I'd be in the trenches. Because you know what? Who the fuck cares about lolly? Who cares about drawn? Imagine your life is so boring that you give a fuck about animated cartoon girls.
Imagine your life so boring that you care about sexualizing children. Imagine being so bored in your life that you actually care if grown-ups want to fuck minors.
Is there like a context for this? Because I agree that you shouldn't be jerking off to lollycon porn. So, I mean, I guess he's just say it's just a cartoon, but I think it is kind of a slippery slope to start jerking off to, animated, or, depictions of children. I don't think that that's going to get rid of pedophilic behavior.
Like, that's not what we're talking about right now. Again, I know that he loves to make everything about pedophilia because Ethan has a rich history with obsessively making pedophilia jokes and everything else, but nobody on my stream, we do not normalize fucking minors. I've never normalized fucking minors.
Well, normalizing lollycon would be that. So you're saying that you didn't say that?
I've never in my entire life argued for a lower age of consent that just has just never ever happened on my stream. He is projecting so much weird shit onto me, and by projecting I mean just reading it straight from threads or from Nicholas Fury or anything else. But
bro, what? I don't know. I don't know if it's that minor of a detail.
Like, how old is the girl? I don't know. How old is the fucking drawing? It's a goddamn picture. Who the fuck cares? Grow the fuck up, okay? People in Ethan's subreddit are like calling the FBI on fucking Vosch. He's looking at cartoons that I don't like. I think that, like, bro.
That's not the criticism. It's not that they don't like it. It might have a fine plot. And the plot might be a banger. I don't know. The problem, of course, is that it's depicting children being fucked by adults. That's just, you know, that's a detail that's important to emphasize.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a general reasonable point.
now, I'm not here to judge anybody on what kind of animated pornography they decide to collect or show to other people.
Album right now.
This is
you wanna
Rick
put it
and
on
Morty.
Okay. All right.
No way.
Is this going to be like my dad was 21 and my mom was 16?
That's Rick and Morty? No.
Yeah, this is from an episode of Rick and Morty where Mr. Mises runs train on
No.
Mr. Mises and all of his buddies run train on April.
He's not Jewish, I can see.
Why does it matter if she's Jewish?
Good observation.
Oh, wait, April? Who's April?
No.
Mr. Mises and all of his buddies run train on April.
He's not Jewish, I can see.
Good observation.
Does he mean summer? I'm assuming, and she's like 17. Is that what it is?
Thoughts on this?
Oh my God.
He meant summer, not April.
Describe what you're seeing.
Oh my God.
Describe this for the people who can't see it.
It looks like a woman.
Here, into the mic.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Because she's 17. Yeah, I mean, that would... I guess that's not helpful for Ethan because she is 17. Probably different from Vosch's Goon folder. The short stack goblins, just to be clear. But yeah, I guess this doesn't exactly help Ethan at his point. Especially since he is making some pretty broad stroke claims about Destiny wanting to lower the age of consent, which was obviously not indicated at all from anything that he said.
Describe that. Go ahead.
I will say I did do the research, and Summer is only 17 years old. Okay.
Is he playing that soundboard?
So he is. Now, okay.
I will say though, that's not Lolly. It's a little different than Lolly though.
Do I actually think he's getting off to lollycon, or that he enjoys this despite that?
Well, that wouldn't be Isn't lollycon like children? I'm pretty sure lollycon is actual like legitimate kids.
Creepy fucking smile he has while sharing his pornographic hentai with his parents? Probably not. But like, is this if this is the standard we're going to use? I mean, Jesus Christ. I only said I didn't give a fuck about it. You're over here literally showing it to your mom and dad on stream. What?
That's not Lolly. It's a little different there. This is definitely him trying to... I mean, it doesn't make Ethan look good, but it is very clear, especially since Ethan is like, in some instances, you could probably say pearl clutching, but this is definitely not lollycon, so it is not the same thing.
What the fuck? They were talking about like Elsa shit and other Disney hentai earlier, but I'm too lazy to look up the ages of all those girls.
Okay, call me when this guy fucks his way through some fucking preschoolers, okay? Until then, get out of here.
And then he sets this bar. He goes, I only care until you're fucking preschoolers, which is 3-year-olds, bro. 3-year-olds. Kindergarten, good to go, baby. First, second, third, fifth grade, basically an adult.
Where do we draw? So 3-year-old.
So just to be clear, because I know you guys are shitting yourselves in the chat, some of the Destiny orbiters, we all know. I looked it up to make sure. I'm not as educated on. I guess none of us. I guess the good thing is that you guys aren't very educated on lollycon, so maybe I'm a threat. Lollycon is a Japanese term referring to genre of anime, manga, and other media that depicts young or young-looking female characters in sexualized or erotic manner. I'm pretty sure they're talking about like children, like 9-year-olds. I'm pretty sure. My understanding is that lollycon is pre-pubescent. I don't think summer is lollycon. It's still inappropriate, but again, we're saying that who cares about lolly porn, referring to Vosch's short stack goblins. It's a little different. I think that might be a little different and not good. Yeah, that's true. Lollycon actually are 1,000 years old. I fucked that one up. They're actually 1,000. They just look a little bit younger than that. Not a day over 999. Okay. I'm wrong? All right, well, I guess you guys are lolly experts. Like, I don't really know what the implication is there, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. But hey, you know what, dude? I don't need to make an excuse for my favorite streamer, because I already have Teddy Fresh, so I don't really need any more. I can criticize Ethan as much as I want.
Is not okay, or that's when it's about. When do we actually draw the line? What is the
Turn on, and everyone's like, well, she was legal, she was an adult, but she's clearly saying she was uncomfortable, didn't want it. He's 44, she's 18.
That's disgusting.
That to me should be a pedophile, because that's a child. You're a grown.
That's true, dude. 17 is a lot older. Also, thinking about it, Mr. Meeseeks are literally just born. I mean, if you think about it, looking at Mr. Meeseeks porn, those are all basically babies. So that's the big. You guys are worried about April. I mean, summer. Who's the real threat? It's Mr. Meeseeks. Because it's really Master Meeseeks, which is you would call like a child master instead of Mister. That's the joke, guys. I'm very funny.
Man, yes, it's not legally a pedophile, but it's so.
I'm just saying people misuse the word pedophile.
He's still
pedophile. Someone that like fucks like an 8-year-old.
Oh fuck! 8 years old, not 3 years old. My bad. It's not preschool. It's
All right, listen. I will say Ethan was being very snarky, so I mean the snark energy is justified here, I guess. So.
What is that, second grade? Fuck me, I guess. My bad, Ethan. You know, you got me there, I guess.
And honestly, this is just a few of many, many, many clips of him sexualizing children and just being a total deviant, right? So
a few of many, many, many clips. So first of all, I'm pretty sure half of these didn't even involve like Mia Rose is not a minor.
Did the Vosch stuff look prepubescent? That was my understanding. I mean, I never looked at it. I just assumed short stack goblin meant like some kind of child depiction. Because kids are shorter. That was my, but I guess I don't know because I've never verified it.
Okay. The other clip is here is me saying I'm not fucking a 15-year-old. And be careful, you don't fuck minors. You've got like a crazy troll story from fucking JTV. None of this is about soliciting pictures of anybody or receiving pictures of anybody. Like the fact that he's like built this extensive case. One is me talking about a 19-year-old that fucks a 14-year-old maybe isn't considered pedophilia. Like all of these exact same types of jokes. And I would argue probably a bit worse have been told by Ethan. I don't understand why he's the one who would come at me for jokes like this. And I am going to the full snark thread. So that's what we're doing. Then fuck it.
She spread her sexy little body all over the, prison yard.
Yeah.
I've seen this 20 times.
A trillion times.
A lot of times when you weren't here and the lights were off.
Is he talking about an 11-year-old girl here?
What that is.
That was a joke though, right? Him talking about when she's not there, him watching the 11-year-old. That was just a joke, I'm assuming, right?
Metaphor for it, Ela? Do you know what I'm going to say?
Is he talking about an 11-year-old girl? What video is this? Ethan Klein sexualizing an 11-year-old. What are we talking about here? Because, I mean, if he is making a joke, I mean, it's going to kind of fucking backfire on Ethan a little bit here. Because he also makes edgy jokes. What 11-year-old girl is he referring to?
Then fuck it.
She spread her...
What the fuck what am I even watching on the screen? Sorry, I have to, show it. I'm so confused. Let's zoom in.
Her sexy little body all over the, prison yard.
Whoa, crazy. What the fuck is this? Is this what we're talking about? Well, I don't even know what this is. I wish they showed... Well, I know more of what the fuck we're talking about.
She spread her sexy little body all over the, prison yard.
Yeah.
I've seen this 20 times.
A trillion times.
A lot of times when you weren't here and the lights were off. You know what that is?
That was a joke though, right? Him talking about when she's not there, him watching the 11-year-old. That was just a joke, I'm assuming, right?
Metaphor for it, Ela? Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yikes. I think I know what he's going to say. He's going to say that he raw dogs ketchup instead of using French fries. This is a rough joke. I'm assuming that he's talking about I don't even want to say it, frankly.
I don't want to know.
Oh, is he making fun of people being creepy? Is that the joke? I guess that would make it better. Okay, is he trying to make fun of people who think that that's attractive?
Guys, I don't know if I need to say it, but look what he's doing. Okay? Just look what he's doing, okay? Just use your imagination and think about it. She's a young girl. She's never, and he's, there. I mean, I'm not going to spell it out. I'm not going to say it explicitly. It's not okay to say. But just watch his finger rolling around in the red, sticky, fluid there. Just imagine what it means, okay? Use your imagination.
It's from a Patrice Williams video. Oh yeah, I remember how hard he went against that guy. It was actually kind of fucked up because I feel like he fucked over that Patrice guy. He wasn't actually a pedophile. You can make an argument that it seems like he's making a joke. He's like, the joke is like, oh, that's what the guy thinks that made the video. But that I think that the bigger pattern here was that like Ethan did call that guy a pedophile when he wasn't, from what I saw, and kind of ruined that guy's life. And so if anything, the pattern here would be like, oh, Ethan's been calling people pedophiles unjustifiably for a while. Was he a weirdo?
Imagination, guys. Think about it. Finger, one finger, red, virgin.
Okay. All right.
He's fingering a little girl, dude. That's what it is. He's fingering a little fucking girl, dude.
Keep in mind, Ethan is older than me, and my clips of my edgy jokes are older than his clips. So he is both older than me, and these are more recent than every single clip he played of me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the context is different. Before he said it was tough to resist a 15-year-old. Ethan here seems to be going a little too far with this, you know, calling somebody else a creep for having that opinion. So
let's see if he licks it. Yeah! He loves it!
Yeah, the context is obviously quite different here.
He loves it! He's got blood on his lip, that big smile. Patrice, you dog. You did it, didn't you? Yeah, you love Chinese food, boy. I know you like it now. I understand what you're talking about. You love Chinese food. And I like the noodles al dente. You know what I mean?
Like, there are... And I only had a couple hours to, like, find this shit.
Lip gloss. This image is pretty twisted up in itself. She's holding what looks like a phallic object, a little 8-year-old girl, and a big, giant black man looking in on her, man. It's like Blackzilla. This guy's got a weird fantasy, dude. Blackzilla rapes the little 8-year-old white girl with blonde hair. He likes it. He likes them white and blonde.
And how come women can get all these elaborate toys and it's considered cute and quirky?
It's fine.
But if a guy gets a Mega Max for 6,000, it's a problem. He's a creep.
As soon as I get fucking VR with a fleshlight, you know, fuck doll of a child.
That one's rough. That one there's no real excuse for it. The other ones, at least he had the backing of the other ones, at least he had the backing of whatever, the Patrice video. I think he's just making edgy jokes. I mean, the problem is that, like, based on Ethan's commentary on Destiny's words, like, these would be pretty bad. For me, I was saying, like, I mean, for me, I didn't even think that one thing saying it was hard to resist those 15-year-olds, that was fucking weird. And I guess unless you're saying it's a joke, I don't know. But I thought it was like a fucking edgy debate fucking bullshit. So, yeah.
Child, obviously pedophile.
Maybe I just understand Ethan's jokes better than Destiny's because I'm Jewish and I'm not a debate guy, kind of a dude. You know, I'm not like maybe that's the problem, guys. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I don't understand the advanced intellect because I'm a barbarian, you know, in the way that I'm stupid. You know what I mean?
Guy.
I think they're calling you a pedophile.
I've been trying to attract a teenage girl my whole life so far. It hasn't fucking worked. A teenage girl runs away with pedophile type of vibe. What do you think, Hila? Could we kidnap a teenage girl together?
I mean, again, maybe they're all just jokes, I guess.
Does he have, like...
Kind of fucked up. Why not a teenage boy, Ethan? You don't think that, you know... What about a teenage boy?
Baby
Why leaving them out? It's kind of sexist.
edition.
Chat, am I canceled now? Am I the pedophile? Oh, fuck.
Newborn baby edition.
That's you probably have to go to the dark web for that.
Don't worry, they're 17, so they're not. It's not lollycon, guys. Relax. Okay.
That one, Eli.
Like 2 months baby edition.
That's fucked up, dude. You gotta go dark.
Do I genuinely think Destiny wants to fuck 15-year-old girls? No, I don't. It was weird that he said that. It was hard to resist, though. I guess it could be a joke, though.
Dark web for that one, Eli. I don't know if they host those on YouTube. You know, he's done it all. So chances are likely that, yes, that does exist. Well, let's not dig too deep in that.
But it's my birthday.
It is your birthday. You want to see Chris fuck a baby? If you should have told me. If you just want to see Chris fuck a 2-year-old baby, I could have made that happen for you. Next.
That's wild. Return of Prankovich. Oh, is that supposed to be like one of the cringe pranks or something?
Next year's going to be great. We're going to slam. Anyway, happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is kind of one of those things where you're going to have to chalk it up to like a very edgy time on YouTube, frankly, based on this. I mean, I still think that there are plenty of things to criticize Destiny for, and I'm not a fan of him. But based on the way that like Destiny has acted and Ethan has acted, it's kind of hard to just be like, yeah, he's fucking, you know, I mean, they seem to play by similar rules overall. You know, making edgy jokes. So,
happy birthday, Ela.
Thank you.
Let's jump in to Kissing Prank Daughter Edition. Let me get my dick out here really fast.
Yeah, I remember this. He used to make the pranks about like the make fun of like the kissing prank videos that were very fake.
Okay. Good. All right, I'm ready.
Hi. Okay. What you doing at the park? I'm waiting to do basketball.
Of course. Oh wait, this kid's white.
Oh, basketball. Yeah. So you work out? Yeah, I work out. Yeah, I do cheerleading. Oh, cool.
To be clear, Destiny's not pretending to be a saint. I guess that's a good argument. I guess that kind of I mean, that's one of the things that kind of backfired for Ethan to do the commentary way that he did. A little too preachy here. I guess he should have listened to Abba and Preachy there, huh?
Got this dress yesterday. You like it? Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I have a shorter one, but my stupid mom wouldn't let me wear it.
Oh, yeah.
That's how kids talk to each other. They ask, do you work out?
Papa Gut, unlike Destiny, Ethan doesn't have a reputation of going after way younger women. I guess that's a fair criticism. I guess that's a good point. In Destiny, Ethan's making the jokes, but he's not talking to young people and didn't start talking to a 17-year-old. Or a girl when she was 17 and then get, I guess, nudes out of her, hopefully, when she was 18. That's a good point. I think that we have to remember that context as well. It's more than just jokes here, so.
Do you work out? Do you want to fuck me? Do you want to fuck me? I was going to wear a shorter dress, but my stupid slut asshole mom wouldn't let me fucking show off my 12-year-old vag in public.
The same mom who put me up to this
Yeah,
gig.
yeah, your mom will let you wear whatever you want, dude, as long as it earns her $100.
Yeah.
Do you...
Destiny thought she was 18, not 17. Yeah, sure. Fair enough, dude. I guess there's fair enoughs all around. I will say, though, there seems to be maybe be a little more careful talking to young people next time.
Like, there are just so many of these. Again, I
think that the moral of the story is stop talking to girls. I think the moral of the story, it didn't seem to be very productive to go after Destiny in this way. And I feel like based on all this, I should have just listened to my fucking wife and not talked about any of this because it's all so sloppy fucking dog shit. You know, all this really did was is Ethan gave Destiny like an out. Ethan fucked up enough in his commentary to give Destiny enough of an out to make him look better coming out of this controversy and to like help him to some degree heal his reputation. That's all that it really happened here. I'm not even saying Destiny's like proved himself innocent 100%, but this doesn't do anything positive at all. At all. Especially since, like, you know, if you look at Destiny's career, it seems to be taking a little bit of a dive lately based on all like the disconnections between a bunch of the people that are like surround him, and I think justifiably so. So I don't know, like what's the productive point here? I feel like there's other people that could probably use more of his attention than fucking Destiny. Wow.
had a few hours overnight, and I don't have a whole team of researchers that hate me like you do.
I guess
or
what
that
I'm
hate you like
understanding
you
is
do.
that she's masturbating and now she's just coming. She's coming buckets, you know, like 5-year-old girls do when they masturbate. You got to learn about your vaginas, lady. So what you want to do is shove your hand all the way up your
Guys, I really missed this, Ethan. Just kidding.
vagina. Hey, little 5-year-old friend of mine, is it okay if I touch your vagina? Great, dude. Daughter, are you watching this? Hey, 5-year-old daughter, are you watching it? You know what?
It's true, the slop's bad when even Papa Piggy Gut can't even roll around in it and have fun.
He has kids being in meta.
Hey, tell him a joke.
These are telling like pedophile jokes in areas where there are actually kids. Like, there's literally rules on the thing here because there are kids present. Like, hey, no vulgar profanity or graphic sexual topics. There
Just regular profanity.
are literally random kids in the audience.
Like frick.
Did you guys hear the one?
You're losing
Did
I hear which one?
Did you guys hear the one about the priest and the kid?
One time. That's happened like thousands of times.
The kid went to go see the priest, and the priest raped him.
Okay. Sorry, that was fuck. Sorry. That's terrible. That's what made that wasn't funny at all. Why would you say that, Ethan? Nobody found that funny. I didn't expect him to just be so fucking explicit about the joke, so.
Whoa. Get off the stage, skinhead!
By the way,
That's like how I.
Look at this tight little ass, huh? I mean, is that a tuchus or what? I can get down with that butthole, boy.
Wow, just gonna keep going. That's incredible.
Nice and tight and pink.
Well, this is not helpful. This one looks a little rough there, E-Man. Call him E-Man because we're on a first name basis, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham.
I don't understand what the Jeff Dunham is. He fucking him because as Jeff Dunham does the puppets.
He's real fit. He's real fit. He's good for a fucking.
Look at this image.
Was that supposed to be a kid, or was that just supposed to be a puppet from Jeff Dunham? Is this like?
Or what?
By the way,
Look at this tight little ass, huh? I mean, is that a tuchus or what? I can get down with that butthole, boy. Nice and tight and pink. Hey, Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham.
I don't think this one's about a kid, to be fair. It seems to be him constantly saying Jeff Dunham. So I'm assuming he's fucking one of Jeff Dunham's pets. Fucking. Like, isn't he a puppet guy? Yeah, Jeff Dunham's the puppet guy. So I think he's fucking a puppet, but not a child puppet. I don't think that it's supposed to be him fucking a kid in his defense. So.
Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. He's real fit. He's real fit. He's good for a fucking.
Look at this image. I mean.
All right.
So, like,
incredible.
we have actual commentary on actual children. We have jokes involving actual children. We have jokes.
Hila made those puppets. Interesting. Yeah. It looks like, well, you want to know what? The puppet was actually 1,000 years old. I don't know if you guys know that. So, relax, guys. It was actually 1,000 years old.
2 actual children. I mean, again, depending on how hard you want to go, you've got, photo shoots with people who are child presenting that do explicit material. They did a whole fucking podcast. Now, maybe she was just posing in front of school buses with her Teddy Fresh stuff, because it's like epic or whatever. Maybe it's just.
Oh, we're doing the Teddy Fresh stuff. Like, oh, this is like a pedophile thing. Okay.
Presenting.
Hey, he's really going in, dude.
They do explicit material. They did a whole fucking podcast. Now, maybe she was just posing in front of school buses with her Teddy Fresh stuff,
This is calling on to that. I mean, I don't know if I'd consider this sexualized, though.
It's like epic or whatever. Maybe it's just a good meme, maybe they did.
Well, I mean, are we saying that this is sexualized? Or it's just like an outfit to make you, well, I guess it would be to make you look like a kid, but I don't think that's necessarily sexual. I think it's just a mental disorder.
Maybe it's just a good meme, maybe they did a whole podcast show with Belle Delphine, who's a porn star, famously, people would argue pedo-baited, started when she was 18 and a half. There's such a plethora of commentary that if you sincerely want to call me a pedophile because you don't like me typing, what was that? The joke in chat about I would fuck a girl, she's not 15. Like, come the fuck on. Are we serious? Like, if any one of these clips were about me, it would be unhinged, right? If there was a 3-minute clip of me.
That is probably true, though. That's probably a pretty good point.
Obsessing over some girl's fucking, not, what do you call the labia shit? There's a
what
term I'm looking for.
The labia.
Where are they at? What? Fuck, I don't remember the term. Maybe Ethan will use it.
I don't know what that means. The labia stuff.
This girl's 17, by the way. I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be here. I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be.
Thanks for joining me on edgy material warning number 3. We've got some edgy material here, and watch your hands because you're gonna get cut up on this one here, guys. You can scar me, but you can't stop me. Now that is interesting and very deep and poetic. But what's even more interesting is if we just go a couple pixels down. Boom. That's some good camel toe, girl. Yeah, nothing like making a political statement like showing off that camel hoof, girl. Yeah, let me get down with that shit, boy. Can smell it from here. Shit. Pretty brutal scars. Nothing that a heavy night of fucking won't incur.
That's wild. It looks like she fucking cut herself. What exactly does it say on her stomach?
Let me get down with that shit.
You can scar me, but you can't stop me. Is this like a sexual assault survivor? What the fuck?
Shit, boy. Can smell it from here. Shit. Pretty brutal scars.
What's the context here? I mean, I don't really know what's going on, but it's saying you can scar me, but you can't stop me. It sounds like she's like, hey, I was hurt in some way. Oh, it was a Boston bombing victim. Yikes. This is not a good clip, Ethan Klein.
Could smell it from here. Shit. Pretty brutal scars. Nothing that a heavy night of fucking won't incur, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway.
Like, what is he, like 30 here with his wife recording him doing this?
Ignoring the camel.
I just don't understand the commentary on it. I don't understand making fun of her for that. Why?
Fucking that fat Jew.
Did she not want to donate to Israel or something? I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. I love Israel, guys. Please don't hurt me. Oh, sorry.
Juicy. Juvenile vagina. Wants to fuck that shit, boy. Yeah.
Ethan addressed this video a lot. What did he say when he addressed it?
Ignoring that, you can scar me, son, but you can't stop me.
Whoa. Those are all quotes from Braver Jerk. He's not expressing his opinions. This was the anti-SJW. Maybe. What does that mean? These are all quotes from Brave Jerk. Is he making fun of somebody else for saying that? Is that what you're saying? So someone's saying that that's Ethan mocking someone else's comments about her? Can you prove that? Okay, so the only thing that I'm wondering is this Ethan saying these things, or is this Ethan mocking somebody else saying these things? If he's mocking somebody, this really isn't as bad. It's not tasteful, obviously, but it's really not that bad if he's mocking somebody. If he's actually saying that, it's disgusting. I'm not mad about the N-word. Well, I didn't hear him say it, and if he said it, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said it with an A. I don't care, especially back then. That's not good, but I'm not gonna sit here and fucking morally melt down about it. He didn't say it now. Oh,
I wonder, it's very powerful, but I wonder if they also, what they wrote on the people who died during the race. You can kill me, but you can't stop her. I wonder if the bodies were still in the street.
30? Was he 30? I feel like Ethan was not 30, but okay. I fucking hate this goddamn stream. I hate this fucking video. And I hate this fucking controversy. This has been the worst fucking stream I've had ever. I hate both of these people right now. Send me more Teddy Fresh, Ethan, and I'll stop hating you.
You can kill me, but you can't stop this girl who was luckily a couple feet away from me, so she didn't die. Whoa, good job to her. By the way, I didn't know if you guys saw, but you can see her vagina, and this makes it a much more powerful image, especially in the Reddit community where this image received over 2,000 upvotes. So this is a very successful, very powerful, very edgy photo of a girl's vagina, accompanied also by some text that was sharpied onto her stomach, and boy.
Like, I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be here.
I think the joke is supposed to be he's mocking the Reddit for making fun of her for being a survivor, right?
Like, he's literally like sniveling snot at how excited he is about this. What did he say? Juvenile pussy?
What can you say about a photo like this? She's got a nice, I fuck her face. She got a nice smug face, good to fuck. I would ram I would ram that 2-inch cock so far down her throat, about 2 inches deep. But that's enough to incur a gag.
The Boston bombing happened in 2013. He was 28. Drew? Is that Chad, is this real? Yeah, he would be 28. Wow. Incredible. I would only have been 23. So crazy.
Reflects in about, I would say, most women. And
went a little far with this joke, huh?
Hope she can keep that.
Grok, verify the age of Ethan Klein for me. Thank you.
Smugs.
Grok, what's my phone number? Grok, what's my name?
Smile for me that whole time, you know what I mean? Yeah, girl.
Destiny was complaining about clip chimping, and then he does this. Well, I think that's the point. I think the point is that since Ethan did it to him, he's going to take it a step further.
Let me fuck that smug little face of yours, boy.
I guess in Ethan's defense, I don't think he I think he actually believed what he was saying, but he still shot from the hip, which is a problem. I think Destiny knows that what he's doing with these is not quite the same, but
yeah. She got some nice eyebrows too.
All right.
Very well groomed.
Is that Charlie D'Amelio?
And a nice halo.
Is that Dixie D'Amelio? Nah, nobody knows who that is. Only Charlie.
Light effect. Now let's scroll down here, guys.
Oh,
And just
fuck
one more
my
time
mom.
here, skipping over the text, which isn't as important as the vagina shot that we've all enjoyed here so much. And in fact, if you can get a little bit closer, you can actually see the contours of her vagina hoof. And this is more of a camel hoof. This is something like a brontosaurus cleft.
Could you imagine?
I mean, he's going a little too far on that. That's fucking crazy. Oh, Jesus.
If I said anything like this on my stream ever in my entire fucking life?
This is where the labia meets the leg, and if you have a nice tight little shorts like this, you can just bear all. And then my guess is that she's not even wearing underwear in this shot. So big up to her for being brave, getting out here and making this very powerful political statement about her proximity to the bomb being less close than all the other ones who died. You can scar her, but you can't stop her, guys. And never forget, Boston bombing, 2013, guys. Never forget. They can scar us, they can scare us. But they sure can't stop us, boy. Yeah.
Yikes. I think Ethan's going to have to send me a lot more Teddy Fresh for me to sweep harder for him. If you know what I'm saying, guys. Coming from me. All right, that was tough.
Like, I at least have the excuse of saying, like, oh, I'm just a streamer, and I'm like 23, and I say dumb shit on stream or whatever. This was edited and cut and uploaded to fucking YouTube. I don't even know what the joke is.
The fuck? Why is my thing not working?
To reiterate, at the end of all of this, well, now I'm not sure, actually. No, I don't think Ethan is a pedophile. I have no reason to believe Ethan is a pedophile. I've never seen anything credible leak about him that shows that he's a pedophile. But the fact that he's been subject to these types of crazy attacks from snarker people, from anti-fans, from Kiwi farmers, whatever else, for years. Like, I made this clip compilation, again, in 2 hours. I did this whole video last night, okay? Meaning I had to watch all this boring dog shit stuff. I had to scroll through all these stupid fucking subreddits. Like, I put it together in 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds. In a couple hours. My feeling is if I were to keep searching, I'd probably find hundreds more clips of this. How are you going to say that the 6 clips that you showed of me establish, like, a pattern of predatory behavior when you have shit like this out here? What the fuck? Not to mention half my shit didn't even fucking apply. Like in the whole JF argument, I'm not making an argument for a lower age of consent. Mia Rose was not a fucking minor. Like none of these, like in the 15-year-old bikini pic, the whole thing is literally don't fuck minors. That was the whole point in talking to my teammates. Like, it's just crazy that he thinks he's like
teammates, don't fuck minors. Okay? Hog riders are so much better. It's a little Clash of Clans joke for you guys. I don't know if you guys know what Clash of Clans is. More of a Clash Royale joke. Obviously the superior game. Haven't played it in a while. I'm going to also die in my game. Upsetting.
establish this strong, huge like ground of, okay, now that we know for sure Desi's got this massive problematic history because of this collection of like edgy clips from 13 to 16 years ago. Seriously? When I was
probably better things to criticize him for. Yeah, sure.
Like younger than half the girls you're talking about in your fucking clips.
Although maybe Ethan might take it to that degree. What the fuck? Ethan might go there next anyway. He might go there next as like you know, his next thing to do. To be like, oh yeah, well we're gonna go and talk about all these bad things. He said, you know, we never know. You never know.
What the fuck?
With that important backstory, now let's go to the parts that I got wrong, that I'm going to issue a heartfelt apology for. And this goes out, a sincere apology to Destiny for absolutely getting this wrong. Now here's what happened. This conversation here where he says, Teehee, send me the feed pics. This is from a different girl. It's from Instagram. He never spoke to Rose on Instagram, which he points out correctly, as far as we know. So this was with another girl he claims was 26. Okay, fine, I'll take your word for it. And then this one also, he claims was with the same girl. And this is the one that says, she said, my parents are like super, super strict. Don't do this, don't do that, don't go there, don't talk to him. And he said, well, fuck, it would be so hot to drive you home from a date and make you suck me off in the car. I'd love to send you inside your parents after making you swallow a full load from me. So apologies, you know.
Chad, is this hot?
That was not to Rose. This was to some other lucky lady. But this one happened.
Okay. To reiterate, the only reason why any of my shit is even being talked about right now isn't because some victim has come forward and claimed something or isn't any of that bullshit. It's because some guy leaked a fuck ton of my explicit material online a year ago. These DMs that he's reading right now are from some other retard Andrew Tate fan. Also leaking my DMs.
Whoa, dude, Andrew Tate.
Why the fuck are you reading through leaked explicit material on stream just to like have a goof at me? Like, if some girl had her explicit messages leaked, would you be doing the same thing with your whole feminist crew here? Like, oh, let me like read this girl's explicit DM.
Well, I mean, if she was a real pile of shit, maybe. You're kind of an asshole. It's a little more than just that. You know, but sure, I guess I understand what you're saying.
Also, this chick was like 26 or older when I started talking to her, some British chick. All of these weird things that he grabs onto of like, oh my God, like Destiny mentioned this person's like braces, or Destiny mentioned that this person like lived with their parents. Not everybody moves out of their parents' home at 18. I'm pretty sure that girl was visiting her parents, so it's not like she was still living there. And it's like, I literally have Invisalign right now that I just finished. These are not like child things. If you wanted to point to like pedo baiting, you could go back to the photo shoot that you guys did with the one girl, or you could look at people like Belle Delphine that you've done like 2-hour suckfest with when you invite them to your podcast. It's just like, it's humiliating, it's disgusting, it's like weird that you want to like dig through like all this random shit and then like have a goof and a laugh and everything else.
And a gaff, you know what I mean, dude?
I don't know. I don't know how you could possibly claim to have any sort of like moral high ground here when you're literally just reading off like leaked sexual material of mine to have a goof on stream after playing down, you know, like Ryan Beard's fucking video for how horrible of a person I am. So now that he's done all of his poisoning the well, okay, now that he's laid down everything that he needs to, so now he spends time going through this Rose person who supposedly Kiwi Farms has dug up stuff about. I haven't been able to verify the authenticity. Nobody close to me has been able to verify the authenticity insofar as there are things concerned with my court case. The thing that's annoying about...
Yeah, I guess we got that pretext, but still, there is the factor of you talking to a girl. I mean, I guess, like, here's the thing. Because honestly, I think that so far this video has showed us that, you know, this doesn't exactly help Ethan's case. It doesn't make him look particularly great. But I will say, so far, one of the biggest problems is that this is a girl who's confirmed to be 17 at the time, and the material you have would be CP of her, and you still have it. So I think that's kind of the major, maybe more of the major issue. No?
Him running through all of this stuff now is that, and Ethan knows this, okay? There's two huge things. One, I am actively involved in a huge civil litigation case that is directly involving these conversations. For you to take, after doing this whole fucking bit of taking random clips from some other video, to take that and then to use that as a platform to then demand, right? Just like you said Keemstar used to do, to demand that I come up and try to explain every single thing that's not even being alleged by any hypothetical victim, but just...
Well, you probably shouldn't have fucking responded to Willie Mack then and like given him that information, because I think that's kind of what fucks you here.
It's been dug up and leaked by other people, right? That if it does involve a victim, you're also now blasting all of their shit to the ends of the earth for who the fuck knows what reason, right? That I'm supposed to come on and try to proactively defend against all of this while I've had the FBI call me, while I've been swatted twice, once with my son here before, while I'm, again, in an active civil litigation suit where every single fucking thing I say about it has the defendant, or not the defendant, the plaintiff, throwing it into fucking court filings at me to waste more of my money and more of my time. I've got like 8 fully briefed motions before a judge right now that we're waiting for adjudication on, is fucking insane to me. There is no fucking world for all of his like, oh, well, you know, blah, 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 for all of this fucking talk that you would expect me to ever be able to come out and give any type of substantiated response to some shit that doesn't even involve a person that's actually making a fucking claim. This is just shit that is being posted and leaked on Kiwi Farms about me. There's not even a person out here.
Chat, I'm pretty sure the law says pretty sure morally, it's not a big deal that you might have CP if the person isn't saying that they're upset by it. So I learned a lot today. I'm assuming that's like a lawyer thing. I don't know anything. I'm not really very smart. So I guess like, what does this have to do with it? I understand what he's saying. He can't really talk about it because he's locked in a lawsuit. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I get it. But still, I think that, like, you know, you showed us that fucking, based on what you told Willie Mack, that you fucking have shit that would be considered child porn, no? So, like, that's still fucking weird, man. Why do you have it? I don't know. It seems bizarre.
I'm like the only person in the history of the internet who's people are trying to cancel based on no fucking person making any claims against me. It's just like an outlandishly insane fucking, it's an insane fucking situation to be in. And then I also have to be careful because obviously everybody records every single fucking thing I say, and everything has been sent to the FBI a million times, which, let me be ultra fucking clear, okay? Let me be clear on a few things, okay? One, I do not have any of the material that these guys think CSAM, whatever the fuck else, on my computer, okay?
Didn't you say that? You said you did to Willie Mack, though. Why would you misinform him? Fuck.
Number one. Number two, all right?
Well, that's what you told Willie Mack, though. I feel like you made... How could you say that? He kind of confirmed it, no?
I didn't send any of this. There was no child stuff like that ever sent to fucking Willie Mack, okay? Number two, it's not like he censored anything or anything like that, okay?
Well, he showed a screenshot of you showing him that you still have inappropriate material. What are you talking about?
Number three, if you want to interpret my messages in the worst way possible, and you want to, and that's going to be the basis for some FBI call, listen, I don't give a fuck. If you think that it's illegal and you've called the FBI, I don't even care that Willie Mack did that.
What's the L take? What did I say was the L take? He said he copied the material for his case. So he has it. Oh, fuck. Okay, so he doesn't have the porn. He has a copy of it. Is that what we're saying? Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, I'm misunderstanding. He had a copy of the porn, not the actual porn. It's a screenshot from the guy who leaked this porn. Okay, let me see something. It's only a 4-minute video. We could just watch Willie Mack's video to reiterate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we all misinterpreted Willie Mack's video.
I reported Destiny to the police. This is not clickbait and entirely has to do with the DMs he sent me. A few days ago, a Reddit post showed that the girl Destiny shared Pixie's nudes with was seemingly confirmed to be 17 years old due to her getting doxxed. There's almost a 0%
Which I believe we've confirmed now, yes.
chance that she was not 17 during that time. So I do what I usually do and reached out to get a comment. He said the girl, Rose, told him she was 19 and in college at the time, and that the leaker Solo, who is her ex-boyfriend, confirmed that she lied about her age to him. This is true. In similar scandals, this is where people usually argue, is he lying? Did he actually know the age? Is it his fault if he was catfish? I usually wait for all the details to come out before I comment. This is not why I went to the police. It's because he continued to write. I didn't know this until way later, but the video she recorded with other guys, the file names are like screen recording, blah, blah, blah. And then he shows me a screenshot of the top of a video clip and says her boyfriend was...
Okay, so he has a screenshot of the top of the video clip. Would be really dumb if we assumed that he made that screenshot. Obviously, somebody else did. Okay, I understand. I'm so stupid.
recording these on Skype calls. That's absolutely insane to think about him doing all of this if she was 17. Well, this is insane to me because he's saying Rose's boyfriend recorded CP while sending me a screenshot of the alleged CP. So I asked to confirm if he just did that. If you were sending me this, I'm guessing you still have that video. Destiny replies, depends on why you're asking. But yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is the problem here, is that everybody in the Destiny chat, we're all stupid. In the video, Willie Mack says, I'm guessing you still have this video, referring to this CP. Destiny says, depends why you're asking, which is obviously means, of course not. I never had it in the first place. We are not reading between the text. You guys have to actually zoom in. Like, what are you guys saying? You guys are weird. It's so weird. The guy was sending Destiny multiple screenshots. On the screen, he's effectively saying he still has the video. Okay. Grok, what the fuck do I do? Grok, what am I supposed to do here? Oh my god.
Yes, I created copies of all of our messages and everything when that court case started. Just to be clear, he's a...
Gotcha. So when he says, but yes, he says, depends on why you're asking, but yes, I created a copy of all of our messages and everything. So I'm assuming everything means... what is everything referring to? Like maybe he had locks of her hair and he photocopied it, I think. Okay, gotcha.
Have that video. Destiny replies, depends on why you're asking. But yes, I created copies of all of our messages and everything when that court case started. Just to be clear, he's admitting to have the alleged CP downloaded on his computer. He literally has the video open as I'm talking to him. I go, bro, there's been allegations at least since my last video that she was underage, and you still have potential CP of her? He replies, I have an obligation to preserve relevant evidence, etc. So I created backups of all of the important / relevant conversations. He continues, I don't...
So why would he not just say, hey, you still have potential CP of her?
He replies,
why isn't his response, I don't have videos, sexual videos of her. I just have backups of important, relevant conversations, but not the video. I'm so confused. Like, why? Okay. All right.
I have an obligation to preserve relevant evidence, etc. So I created backups of all of the important / relevant conversations. He continues, I don't think I'm allowed to delete it, lol. I don't know if it counts as hiding /
I'm pretty sure he's saying he still has the video here. I don't know. Okay. Destiny explains. I don't, listen, man, here's the problem, is that I'm watching the video on the screen of Destiny saying things without having to put on a whole performance for people like you that'll believe him. So I feel like this any normal person would read this as like, oh, Destiny still has this video. So I guess the worst case scenario is Destiny was not explicit enough about how he did not have any video. That's the problem. Okay, I understand.
/ destroying evidence.
So we're basically Destiny to you guys is really stupid and doesn't know how to talk to people. Okay, gotcha.
I reply, talk to a lawyer. That seems crazy to me. Who keeps this sort of stuff on their computer without 100% knowing if they're supposed to or not? Isn't that something you want to confirm? I continued, you just let me know you have CP videos saved to your computer. You knew it was alleged that she was underage. You still have them. Do you see how fucked this is? So now I've confirmed that this guy has child porn on his computer. In my 8 years of reaching out to people over allegations, I've never had anyone admit that to me. The last message he sent me was, 1, I don't even know 100% of her age was legitimately less than 18 when these were taken. So basically, he's not 100% sure if he has child porn on his computer. He's just 99% sure. Got it. 2, I'm pretty sure I have an obligation to preserve stuff related to my court case. I've talked about it with my lawyer already, specifically with regards to the Rose stuff. So he went from, I don't know if I could delete this, to my lawyer says it's totally fine to keep. I don't know the law, but the idea that his lawyer would tell him to hold on to CP for a civil case just doesn't seem likely to me. I don't know. LawTube can figure that out. 3, if something were to come out of this, I don't know if I'd want to wipe everything and not have some.
Okay, so he has a video on his computer. Maybe it's not CP. Maybe the argument will be like, hey, listen, actually, she was 20 or 18 when she sent it to me, so it's not CP, and you guys are going crazy. But so that's the only argument here. So based on what we're seeing here, the original video, the only argument, and maybe Destiny will make this argument, and he'll prove like, oh, no, the videos that I have from her are actually when she was 18. So suck a fart. That would be the best argument. But he's very clearly, I don't think it's unreasonable to say he's effectively confirming that this is, he has a video. But okay, hey, you know what? I must be dumb, I guess.
Okay, I think that arguably you could even say like, oh sure, like maybe
let's re-listen to what he's saying.
Okay, I didn't that these guys think.
Sorry, let's reiterate. We have to refresh our memory.
Response to some shit that doesn't even involve a person that's actually making a fucking claim. This is just shit that is being posted and leaked on Kiwi Farms about me. There's not even a person out here. I'm like the only person in the history of the internet who's people are trying to cancel based on no fucking person making any claims against me. It's just like an outlandishly insane fucking. It's an insane fucking situation to be in. And then I also have to be careful because obviously everybody records every single fucking thing I say and everything has been sent to the FBI a million times.
Okay, and I understand that, but he's saying he has to be careful about the way he talks to people in private because they record everything. So wouldn't he be doing that?
Which, let me be ultra fucking clear, okay? Let me be clear on a few things, okay? 1, I do not have any of the material that these guys think, CSAM, whatever the fuck else, on my computer, okay? Number 1. Number 2, all right? I didn't send any of this. There was no child stuff like that ever sent to fucking Willie Mack, okay? Number 2, it's not like he censored anything or anything like that, okay?
Well, he sent a screenshot that you had and then pressed you about if you had a video. And you effectively... What you said confirms to, I think, most reasonable people that you still have the content on your computer. So, okay. All right.
Number 3, if you want to interpret my messages in the worst way possible.
It's not on my computer, guys. It's on my phone.
And you want to, and that's going to be the basis for some FBI call. Listen, I don't give a fuck. If you think that it's illegal and you've called the FBI, I don't even care that Willie Mack did that. Okay? I think that arguably you could even say like, oh sure, like maybe it's a responsible thing to do, whatever. That's totally fucking fine. If you think that I'm paying $95,000 a month to my current law firm to ignore every single thing that they're telling me about everything that's related to this case, you are fucking cooked, and you're more retarded than the fucking write-ups that Pisco was blasting about.
I don't even know who Pisco is.
About the 3 litigants that you are that you have fucking lawsuits against, Casey, Tron, Frogan, and everybody else. Okay, absolutely fucking retarded.
Whoa.
Right? The
epic.
If you want to do all this, you want to report whatever, fucking fine. I don't care. People call it FBI all the time anyway. If you think you're doing some novel thing, go for it. But the fact that you would then publish a video on it. Again, I don't want to dive into the intricacies of all this, but you must understand that by doing that, you are literally undermining every single thing that you are attempting to do. Why the fuck would you?
What is he undermining? I mean, people said that he released it because he wanted to get back in with some of like the smaller commentary crew. Maybe that's it. I mean, you could make an argument like, why did you feel the need to report it or tell people online about it? That could probably be a fair argument. Like, hey Willie, why did you do that? Like maybe you jumped the gun a little bit, or maybe he would just respond like, yeah, I think that the guy still has actual CP, and I think that's gross, so I wanted to report it so that people know how bad of a guy he is. That could be his argument, and I think that would be a reasonable argument if he said that.
Publish a video on that. You must understand how beyond fucking stupid that is. If everything that you were alleging was true, how fucking retarded would that be? Why would you do that? Why would you ever do this? This is so stupid.
How does it undermine anything? I don't understand. I don't see why that undermines. What makes? How does it undermine anything? I'm just a little confused on that one.
So the idea that there's like any concern or care here for anybody, or that you're trying to do the right thing, is completely undermined and completely totally obliterated on all of this. It's literally just farming for content, for farming engagement, to try to get me, I guess, swatted again or whatever the fuck else. Like, it's so fucking insane to me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I can't. Listen, maybe once my case is over, if you want, I'll come on and I'll chat about all the intricacies and details. We can dive as far into this fucking shit as you want. But like, for somebody who's been involved in so much litigation in the past, to try to like
I guess the argument is that posting a video gives Destiny an opportunity to like hide the information, I guess. Okay.
hamstring me and say, now you have to come on and have these conversations. Bro, what the fuck am I going to say? Again, my court filings are public. If you want to go read through the current court case I'm in, all the filings are public. The other side has put every fucking thing I've ever said online. They literally are linking directly to Kiwi Farms in the court filings. You can go read them on the docket. So the idea that you expect me to come out here and say a bunch of shit so that I can pay my lawyers more money to respond to more bullshit motions is fucking bullshit. But I promise you, as soon as my court case is, done, I can be your first interview. If you want me to come on and go through the details and run through all of that, I would absolutely love to do that with you. I don't expect you to take me up on that, but not to mention the fact that
why I feel like Willie would probably do that, or is he talking about Ethan right now?
So I'm not going to sit here and listen to him fucking opine on all of on his theories here. He says that I have there's a whole bunch of weird lies that came out of the Willie Mack video. People were saying shit like, I have 60 gigabyte folders on my computer. This is not true. It's like an obvious
Didn't Destiny refer to 60 gigs or something?
Reading of a message that Willie Mack is showing on stream. Ethan lies that he says something about the fact that I reached out to this person because I was trying to find young people on Twitter. That's not true. I typically don't ever reach out to anyone.
Oh, I know what he's referring to there. Something about how the girl was selling porn on Twitter, and Ethan was like, oh, why didn't you just go through OF unless you're looking for girls that are underage? Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, when he said, why would somebody sell on, not on OnlyFans, it's probably so they can make more money. They just, give me your Cash App or something instead of getting it through OnlyFans, so.
Almost everybody reaches out to me, so this is not even remotely true.
The 60 gigs was how much Solo had. Destiny had less than 60 gigs. Okay.
I've never purchased any porn from any of these people, anybody involved in any of this. I typically just don't buy porn from people ever. I think it creates a weird dynamic, so that's completely not true. There's no evidence of this anywhere. It's just random lies that are repeated. I'm not gooning to any of this. Maybe for Ethan, who's used to just, jerking off to or making jokes about gooning to, whatever material he's got on his computer. Believe it or not, I know it's hard to imagine because I'm not good at crying on command. This entire court case and all of the leaks of my explicit material has actually been incredibly disgusting and invasive to my privacy. It's not actually fun for me to think about it or to masturbate to it or to think about anything related to it. None of it is. It's actually pretty fucking disgusting to me. But yeah, I think he goes over the Willie Mack video and all this bullshit here up to 25:59.
In November, muddy the waters, he hasn't done anything wrong, right? Okay. Then, this is when the mistakes begin. In November of 2024, her boyfriend reaches out to Steven. And we have the DM because her boyfriend...
Oh, I'm just random parts of this that he just tells lies about. I like how every single time Ethan brings up the boyfriend here, Ethan is acting like some person is reaching out to me as a cause of concern. This person was extorting and blackmailing me to appear on my stream while they are leaking dozens of explicit videos of me. The way that he frames all of this is so fucking insane. I don't even know if he knows the situation or anything that actually happened here. I have no fucking idea. What other parts did I write here? Sometimes, there's this weird retroactive game that Ethan likes to play, saying that if somebody is selling not safe for work content on Twitter, that means that it's a huge red flag and they're more likely to be somebody who's illegitimate. They're not allowed to sell for one reason or another. This is not true at all. I understand maybe you don't have any engagement with this world. Plenty of people sell not safe for work material on Twitter. It's literally the only large social media platform that still allows you to.
Yeah, and you could again, they'll go through a different service so they can. Because I think OnlyFans takes 20%. So
post not safe for work material. OnlyFans is basically worthless if you don't have a pre-existing audience because there's no way to drive traffic to it. This is why people do.
Well, yeah, people will do clip stuff. I mean, he's specifically referring to selling exclusively through Twitter, but again, I mean, it makes sense for people to do. And fucking difference is fuck.
sell stuff on Twitter. The idea that you can go back and cherry pick like some collection of facts that makes it so obvious that something is just fucking like, there's not even like a way for me to disprove any of it. There's like not even any solid accusations or claims made that I can even dive through given my ongoing case and everything. So if I would have known that Willie was going to be publishing all of my DMs publicly, though, probably would have approached the conversation with more care, knowing that, oh shit, well, if all my DMs are going to be read publicly, then I'm obviously going to be a lot more precise with how I answer these questions. But what is this?
And posted it. So here's her boyfriend. Her was at age. I picked her up and from the end. He had your halfway 6 months allegedly, and that's why
this would probably be a lot easier for people to digest if you didn't have so many different fucking scandals with so many different fucking people.
Should have turned it in to the authorities then. So if you want to defend Destiny, do that. But know that this guy knew there was a chance that he had child pornography on his hard drive.
Like, what is even this statement? This person knew there was a chance.
For all this time, he kept it, knowing that, and did nothing with it. Now, if you think that's cool,
you have no idea what I've done with anything, okay? I've retained multiple law firms related to this case, number one. Number two, I do not possess any of this material on my computer that would be considered CSAM or CP or anything else you want to...
Like, how would Destiny have talked about this? Like, differently, if he knew Willie Mack was going to release it? Would he have been more explicit? Like, hey, I definitely don't have porn on my computer, instead of saying, like, well, I have to preserve evidence, and kind of implying that he has this potential fucking CP on his computer. How would you talk about it? I don't know if it's a huge red flag that Destiny didn't explicitly... Notice how Destiny didn't address the fact that she sold material through Twitter exclusively and not OF as well. Yeah, I guess that you could say it's a red flag because he made it seem like people use Twitter, which they do, to plug their OF, but she didn't have one at the time. Still, I mean, yeah, you'd probably want to make sure they had an OnlyFans just so that would be their age verification for that instance, but sure.
Do call it ever. And number three, all of this is just stuff that you are repeating verbatim that you read on Keemstar. And four, there's not even a way that I could prove this. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Like, do you want to come?
It's so funny because like what this person, so the person, I think this is like really indicative of the way that Destiny's like fans engage with this type of content. Like anytime somebody's not guzzling his cum, this person said, notice how Destiny doesn't address the fact that she sold explicit material through Twitter exclusively and not OnlyFans. Huge red flag. So what they're talking about is how like this person didn't sell with OnlyFans and used Twitter as like a signal boost. They just sold through Twitter. Destiny didn't refer to the exclusive Twitter selling. He referred to Twitter as the signal booster for OnlyFans. So that he didn't refer to that unless I heard it wrong. Let's re-listen to it.
There's this weird retroactive game that Ethan likes to play, saying that if somebody is selling like not safe for work content on Twitter, that means that it's a huge red flag and they're more likely to be somebody who's illegitimate. They're not allowed to sell for one reason or another. This is not true at all. I understand maybe you don't have any engagement with this world. Plenty of people sell not safe for work material on Twitter. It's literally the only large social media platform that still allows you to post not safe for work material. OnlyFans is basically worthless if you don't have a pre-existing...
Yeah, so like, yeah, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but Destiny misinterpreted what Ethan was saying. But Destiny's smarter than Ethan, so I would assume that he wouldn't misinterpret it. There's a difference between... And again, I mean, it's totally possible. I'm sure there are people who sell just on Twitter, even if they're of age. But there is a difference between using Twitter as a signal boost for your OnlyFans and then selling on the side off of OnlyFans as well, versus her only having, only selling porn through Twitter without OnlyFans. So,
a ongoing case and everything. So, if I would have known that Willie was going to be publishing all of my DMs publicly, though, probably...
Sorry, I skipped ahead behind again to re-verify that.
6 months allegedly, and that's why he should have turned it in to the authorities then. So if you want to defend Destiny, do that. But know that this guy knew there was a chance that he had child pornography on his hard drive.
Like, what is even this statement? This person knew there was a chance.
For all this time, he kept it, knowing that, and did nothing with it. Now, if you think that's cool, and
you have no idea what I've done with anything, okay? I've retained multiple law firms related to this case, number one. Number two, I do not possess any of this material on my computer that would be considered CSAM or CP or anything.
On my computer.
Anything else you want to...
I printed it out. I mean, obviously you can't print it out as a video, so you'd have to print like 7,000 pictures out, right?
call it ever. And number 3, all of this is just stuff that you are repeating verbatim that you read on Keemstar. And 4, there's not even a way that I could prove this. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Like, do you want to come through and go through my entire computer, my entire folder structure? Like, I don't even know what I could possibly even say other than no, and then you going, well, what about this? Well, no. Like, it's such a stupid fucking, like, unwinnable argument. Like, if it was, again, hey, listen, people want to contact authorities, I'm all for that. Again, I even said if Willie Mack wants to call authorities because he thinks it's good use of the FBI time, then fucking go for it. That's fine. I just don't know why the fuck you would make public videos about all of this that for a number of reasons, is impossible for me to respond to. If for no other reason, because I'm getting swatted and FBI calling me constantly. And 3, because I have an active civil case going that is directly related to some of these conversations, which, and again, yeah, it's just such an unbelievably crazy bind to stick me in and then pretend that he's making, you know, some type of strong argument that I'm some kind of online predator based on fucking Ryan Beard's videos with random bullshit.
In the context of everything else, of him continually sexualizing and trying to normalize sexual activity with minors.
Like, at what point has this ever been the case? Has there ever been a clip of me on stream ever saying, I think you should be able to fuck 15-year-olds. I think you should be able to fuck 12-year-olds. I think you should be able to fuck 17-year-olds. Like, that's what we got from the 6 or 7 clips earlier? Really?
He's been doing this over the span of his entire career. If you think that is fine and holding on to potential child pornography is fine, then go ahead and defend Destiny. But just know that is what you're defending. Those are the facts, Jack.
I reported this to the police and recorded my interactions and calls with the detective.
Fucking Willie Mack cry. Oh,
shared compromising the bikini pics of 15-year-olds. So, listen, the guy's a creep. He's a fucking degenerate. There's no other way.
Like, if you want to think I'm a creeper degenerate, then fine. Then fucking hey, go for it. But my brother in Christ, okay? We are 2 peas in a degenerate pod.
I don't think that that's anywhere close to true. I think Ethan can be stupid sometimes, but there's no way. There's no way that you would assume that they're anywhere close to each other. That's fucking wild.
And I think you're lower on the rung there than I am. If that's seriously the thing you want to go. Like, the most embarrassing part for me putting all this video together was I might have actually been out-edged by this guy, okay? I thought I was the edgelord, and this guy is he's out-edgelording me on pedophilia, which was supposed to be my domain, according to this guy.
The way to cut it. If you like Destiny, if you think he's smart and cool and funny and awesome, good. Keep watching him, but know that you are supporting someone who is attracted.
I think the problem is that Ethan's probably not a sexual deviant like Destiny is. It seems like a slight difference. A slight difference there, just to be absolutely clear.
15-year-olds who shared compromising bikini pics of 15-year-olds sent to him with his
compromising. These are pictures.
If you talk about the history, it's pretty bad. I mean, joke-wise, I guess, sure. It seems like a lot of those jokes were made in the context of like mocking other people, even if they're pretty rough. So sure, but Destiny's definitely a sexual demon. I feel like all the comments about people, again, Ryan Beard's point was really to kind of slam home on the whole, you know, pattern of disrespecting women up until this day, which has quite a bit of credibility. Whereas I don't think that the explicit pedophilia shit is really holding enough water for that. You know what I mean? Like, Ethan kind of almost like misinterpreted the video.
Posted publicly on social media, people at the beach. Again, like, what the fuck? He's acting like I'm getting like fucking nude.
And I guess you could argue that Ethan gave Destiny like an opportunity to kind of like, well, I guess retroactively rewrite what Ryan Beard's video was about by just being like, well, this is Ethan's interpretation of Ryan Beard's video, so this must be what Ryan Beard's video is about, you know?
It's from kids, which maybe I don't know. Maybe
he has held on, knowing there's a chance of child pornography for 6 months and never reported it to the
You
authorities.
have no idea what's on my computer. You have no idea what I've reported to authorities. You have no idea about literally any of this. Again, you're just reading down snark threads or Kiwi Farms.
That he sexually assaulted a woman on camera.
What do you want me to do? You want me to go back in time and kill myself? What the fuck?
You want to come at me and say, oh, you got all this thing wrong. You're gaslighting, you're lying, all this shit. Bro, uncontroversial facts.
True. I do agree with that. Okay. And I am glad. I guess that we got to have this back and forth, as fun as this is.
You are fucked up to defend this guy. And like, I guess, I don't know if you're being gaslit or misled, but like, watching the video that Abba made with all of this context out here, and he's accusing me of not doing.
I mean, Abba's video was pretty good. Like you said in the other one, it was really just about like not jumping the gun on allegations, because there wasn't confirmation that she was like 17 when Destiny first started talking to her. So
research. Abba, why did you brush over the screenshot of him confessing to knowingly having potential child porn on his hard drive.
That is absolutely not what I quote unquote confessed to. And again, I didn't know that these fucking DMs, obviously I wouldn't be making jokes and shit and putting lol W faces around this if I knew that Willie Mack was going to decide to publish all of our fucking conversations on this, right? It's so insane that a private conversation I'm having with a guy relating to all of this is then...
I don't know, man. I feel like it's not like a weird thing to think that if you're like telling somebody that you might have child porn on your computer, that they might get scared and do something rash like tell the police. I don't think that's like a hot take to be like, shit, that's pretty intense. That's a lot of information to saddle with some fucking person online to make them complicit in like this potential fucking issue. So again, if you want to argue he shouldn't have signal boosted that he did it, that's fine, but it makes sense why he did it in general.
Publish, and it's like, okay, well, now you need to line by line defend everything. Jesus, what the fuck? This wasn't a public fucking statement. Not to say that like I'm revealing some, you know, explicit whatever fucking detail, but more so that just like, obviously, if I'm gonna know that this is gonna be publicly released, I'm gonna be phrasing these things a lot more carefully. I'm gonna be a lot more precise in my statements here. But he's acting like this was some type of interrogation to be released and that I like failed the interrogation. But again, despite all of that, listen, if you want to call the FBI, you want to report it or whatever, then fucking A, you know, Willie did it, that's fine, I have no problem with that. I just don't know why you would make public fucking videos on expecting me to be able to publicly respond to prove that I don't have stuff on my computer. I don't even know what that looks like.
Never commented on that. You only commented on things that I got wrong, right? You ignore the whole context. You're sweeping.
Oh, the whole context.
What looks to me to be a consistent, long-term, highly motivated, premeditated child predator. That's what he looks like to me.
That is quite a claim. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense why. I don't think Destiny's a child predator. That's pretty fucking wild to say. I think he's disrespectful and inappropriate, and unproductive. But a child predator's fucking bananas.
Consistent, long-term, highly motivated child predator. Okay. There's only one consistent, long-term child predator that I'm aware of in this circle. I didn't want to bring this up, but
You can see my buttons are open.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So I was 16 years old here.
Wow, look at you guys here.
Dad's 21 and I'm 16.
Dude, if that happened today, bro, you would not.
Oh, I know.
Trouble.
I know.
Trouble.
Now, to be fair, I don't know. Maybe they weren't fucking yet.
1 and 16.
Well, you know what? I was more.
What is this, 50 years ago? I'm pretty sure this was unfortunately acceptable 50 years ago, so I'm not really gonna fucking shit my pants over it.
Mature than he was.
Well, I believe that.
But again, I mean, he did call Ethan Ethan called him a fucking predator. I don't think he is, so that makes sense to go scorched earth at this point.
Actually do believe that. But look at her. I mean, she
San
looks
Francisco.
like she just came off the cover of
21 and 16. Were you guys having a
none of your business?
What?
Let's fucking go. Did you guys,
Not
feel
till
the deal?
She was 18.
Yeah.
Not till she was 18.
We were in love.
Almost.
Oh, you lie.
That's so crazy. Yeah, you could not do that today. I mean,
no.
That would be just like, whoa there, buddy.
So we're in San Francisco. We went up there.
Maybe he thinks his dad is a pedophile too, I guess, and that's why he's justifying calling me a pedophile. Maybe he's willing to take that leap, but I don't know. My closing thing on this is I don't think Ethan is a pedophile. In fact, I'm going to be honest. When I was going through probably like 70% of these videos, I thought they were fucking funny because I appreciate old internet edgy humor. Okay, I didn't think a lot of these things were funny. I don't think Ethan is a pedophile. I don't think he's intentionally predatoring. There's a verb there that I'm like, preying.
Predatorizing, is that the word?
On children or trying to normalize fucking children to his audience. Although I will admit that Boston Bobber one, that 17-year-old one, really tested the boundaries there. That was really pushing boundaries on that one. But the annoying thing is I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't even think he thinks I'm a pedophile. I don't think he can possibly think that. Like I have had, not to get into the weird whatever territory, but I've hooked up with a lot of people over the past 15 years. To say that there's like a pattern of children or whatever is just absolutely not true. Some of my biggest e-girl dramas have been with women that are basically my age. The Anna Vosch shit, this girl was like 2 years younger than me. Okay, the idea that there's like some huge pattern established of young women, of me preying on people is absolute fucking bullshit. And plenty of people have tried to say this over and over again. Every single time it fucking falls apart because there's always the same 3 or 4 stupid fucking clips that come out over and over again. I look forward to making the same type of video, I guess like 2 or 3 or 4 years from now when somebody else decides to dig it all up again and be like, oh, but what about this story? Like by that point, like my clips on talking about minors will be old enough for me to fuck the clips themselves and for it to not be pedophilia. So
Funny. Oh.
I don't know if Ethan feels like he
that joke was actually kind of funny. So
has to disavow me because he wants to lose like the Destiny.
I guess Ethan's argument is that he could fuck him now because he's a pedophile. I don't think he is, but we're just retaliating with so funny, really funny jokes, guys.
Puppet allegations. There are easier ways for him to do that if he wants to drop the Destiny puppet allegations. Like we could argue about something. He could call me a gusano. He could make fun of my leaning in league. There's lots of things that can trigger the fuck out of me. Like, I don't know why he's so weak-willed and so spineless that he gives into his crew immediately, that he gives into his baser instincts immediately, and in a desperate attempt to throw off the Destiny allegations, he decides to just start going in on me on like...
Oh, is that the argument, that he feels like people think he's too close to Destiny, so he needs to like run defense? Or he has to like go after Destiny just to get rid of those allegations? Okay.
Probably one of the worst topics that he could go in on me for. I don't know why the fuck he would do this. Bro, if there's some fucking secret pedophile ring, the only reason you know I'm there is because you're in the fucking meetings. Like, holy shit, these videos are insane. For him to make these types of accusations at me. So, come on, bro. I don't know, now the annoying thing is I know that since I've responded to this, I'm sure he has to do a response about me. I don't know if it's just going to literally be us going back and forth through whoever has the deeper snark threads, whoever has the deeper Kiwi Farms threads, and we're just going to rehash that for the next 2 weeks or 2 months or year or whatever until he gets bored. I don't know how long it takes Ethan to tucker himself out.
It takes Ethan a long time to tucker himself out. So, yeah.
But yeah, I will say thumbs up to the anti-fan communities though, because I know that the snarkers and the Kiwi Farmers love this type of fighting. Congratulations, Ethan. I know they love it. They're loving the back and forth right now. You're giving.
I fucking hate this. This is like the stupidest fucking drama, dude. I really just feel like this gives Ethan, Destiny an opportunity to just kind of revamp himself and get back into make him feel good and get himself back in and make it seem like he's a big victim. I think Ethan's kind of fucked up with even approaching this as a topic of conversation, to be honest with you.
The best show possible, the absolute best show they could possibly hope for. And I guess at least I'm making some money out of it, you're making some money out of it. I guess at the end of the day we don't give a fuck about anything besides that, right? If that's what this is all about, then good job. But yeah, based memes.
Is that it? Based memes?
Okay, I'm done with all this today for now, and then I'm sure AB Star Killer is already working on his next research doc.
Okay. AB Star Killer said those R's a little too hard.
Does this fit defamation? He knowingly lied and called you a pedo anyway, despite saying similar things. No, because it's defamation against public figures. It's just, trust me, it's really, really, really hard to pursue those. And it's bro, the litigation shit that I'm in right now is already insanely fucking tiresome. The idea of taking up more of that is not, it's not anything that I would, even if it was the case, yeah. But I don't know. Christ. We'll see where we go from here, I guess. Okay. I'm going to, my controller is here. I'm gonna go downstairs and grab it. I do not have 150k viewers right now. I probably have around 15 or 20 maybe. But there's whoever got nicked for the view botting stuff on Twitch has apparently been view botting me today and yesterday. I don't know why.
Damn, guys, everybody who has more views than me, by the way, is all view botting. I don't know if you guys know that. That's a fact. Okay. Okay. All right, I guess we'll read through some of these fucking tweets here. I think that the Destiny guys are gone now that I took a piss. They couldn't tolerate it. But they wanted me to leave a video on. Well, I guess that's Hassan's guys. Alright, let's see. Besides the fact that I've talked many times at length about my father, what would you like me to do? Crawl back into my mom and be unborn? While it is true that I do not have a DeLorean to go back in time. Oh, DeLorean. Damn. I gotta stop. I'm fucking tired. From my parents' meeting, Destiny can actually stop storing child porn on his hard drive. He can stop sexualizing minors. He can stop using the fans for sexual gratification. He can. I don't know, man. This is fucking burning me the fuck out. What is this? It's true. I'm terrified to evade Destiny. My hands are trembling as I type Destiny. If you watch my latest video, doubling down. Destiny and their live streams, you can go on my show. I don't understand what's happening here with this debate thing. Live for members only. Destiny fans be like, so do you believe in God because he chooses when girls are ready for procreation? Well, typical religious person, I guess. We're going live for members only. More Destiny stuff. Skip 13 minutes, the most important part of my video, and that's how... Oh, is that true? Destiny skipped 13 minutes, the most important part of my video, and is now doing victory laps. Actually, that's probably a good point. Destiny, why didn't Destiny react to the whole thing? Oh, okay. Destiny's kryptonite. Anyway, she was underage while sending you the vast majority of that stuff. Ugh, dude, I can't read shit. I fucking hate this. I'm burnt out. We gotta wait for Internet Versus to do something on this. Anyway, she was underage, blah blah blah. That's pretty weird considering this stuff she told me was age selling innocence. Okay. He explained that the court stuff he couldn't go over. Oh, okay. I guess if you take him at his word. Last two videos have been buried in the algorithm beyond anything I've ever seen, and this time span usually have anywhere from 150 to 300. This one has 19K. LOL. Oh, I guess he's upset because it didn't do very well. Well, it's a 5-minute video, so... I think the problem with Noah Samson is he thinks people care about his Israel-Palestine content. They don't. They just care about shitting on Ethan Klein, so... Her BF was recording these Skype calls. That's absolutely insane to think about it. Him doing all this if she was 17. If you're sending me this, I'm guessing you saw the video. Depends on when you're asking. But yes, I have copies of all our messages. He literally says, yes, he has the video. This is so funny. People are shitting themselves. But yes, I'm guessing you saw the video. But yes, I created a copy. Dude, it's so annoying. Some of these guys are such weird freaks. They really like Destiny a lot. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Okay. He has so much to say, but none of it is about child pornography he admitted to having. Okay, gotcha. He has a lot to say. I guess we do Stephen Bonnell the third. Here's Ethan says he's tempted to touch little boys. What socially inappropriate things are you freaking tempted to do? Touch little boy? I'm not understanding what this is. Is this supposed to be Ethan? Why do we think that's Ethan?
But no. What? Again, I know that he loves to make everything about pedophilia because Ethan has a rich history with obsessively making pedophilia jokes and everything else. But nobody on my stream, we do not normalize fucking minors. I've never normalized fucking minors. I've never in my entire...
Destiny defend lowering the age of consent before.
I feel like I could give so many hot takes, but I can never say them because when you
here's
say
a hot take, but I would
Go
defend
ahead.
it. That's I'm not just saying hot takes, but saying my takes. Here's one I defend it. Ready?
Yeah.
16 and 17-year-old people should be legal.
Go.
Should be legal.
Okay, I gotta go.
That one's a little tough. Is that a joke? Find something. Oreos counting. Showers me fucking with Dan in pregame Warzone lobby. Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Is this Nicholas Diorio? I don't know. This shit's fucking crazy.
I'm there taking a pee, doing my thing.
Ethan talking about traumatizing a little girl in the bathroom with his wee-wee. What the fuck? Okay. How far down do we start? I'm gonna watch that, but how far down do we start? Oh my god, he's going crazy. This is from Cash Patel as a cat. Wiener faces. Okay, I guess we start here. Holy fuck. What the fuck, dude? How does Reddit work? Wait, do I start here? I hate this shit, dude. God damn it. Apparently Ethan is still IGing about me. His and Ela's old Reddit accounts were just found, literally posting vids from their H3 channel when they had less than 1,000 subs. Pedo troll. When you become an... Why do we think that this is Ethan? Because posting videos from their channel when they had less than 1,000 subs, he's obsessed about making pedophile jokes. What did you wish you knew at 25? Why do we think that this is his account? Because this guy, when Ethan had 1,000 subs, liked Ethan's content is... okay. When you become an uncle, avoid the sexual tension that is inevitably between you and your nephew. It will be very exciting. Okay. What the fuck is this? exciting and enticing, but in the end, the stress that will result from this relationship will not be worth it. It will always best to get. It's always best to get involved with children outside the family. Okay, great advice. Thank you so much. Wow, incredible. He posts about living in Israel. Oh, okay. Honestly, I think it's beautiful that they have so much interrelationship. The mother's therapy doesn't have to be sexual at all. You people are sick ones for making that connection. I hope that I have such an intimate, open relationship with my children. What the fuck? This guy's weird as shit. This is Ethan. That's fucking well. All right, so this is apparently it. Verified email. How do you guys know it uses a certain email? I don't even know if I could scroll down. How do we know that this is Ethan's account? I don't know, man. I feel like this is not confirmed. Ethan's old account, Hila's old account. I guess she doesn't have one. Oh, I guess the Tourette's thing. I am a request. Tourette's. What is it like to live with this condition? Hey, I have Tourette's syndrome. It's not very interesting, but I'll answer your questions. 10th FAP of the day. YouTube. 10th FAP of the day, we've all been there. YouTube. What happens if vehicles crash into a utility pole? Great question. Is this a meme he's using of Ethan fapping? I guess he likes that meme a lot, this person. Active in 63 subreddits? Is that how that works? Any disc golfers or courses in Tel Aviv, Israel? LOL. Pedo troll. My friend recently went to Israel. Is it actually his account? Is it like confirmed to be his account? I mean, not just very, very specific connections where this person apparently lives in Israel and has Tourette's and you know, all that. Is it actually his account? Like, is there like an actual confirmation, or is there just like a strong assertion based on a lot of similar factors, which could be valid? I'm just saying, is there an actual confirmation? Like, what's the actual confirmation? My friend went to Israel, and if I remember correctly, there isn't any courses, but there is a group of players that have baskets, and they met and bring their baskets to a specific part of September course. Thanks. I saw something like this online. I'll try to find a way to get hold of them. Thanks. Is Ethan an avid disc golfer player? The funniest 20 seconds I've seen him dying. A doodle I made from a sketchbook. Princess Cutie Bubbles. Okay. Does Ethan Klein play disc golf? There isn't any evidence of Ethan Klein being heavily involved in disc golf. However, a person named Ethan Rode does share a passion for disc golf. All right, that's great. Close enough. He's a pedophile. No, I'm just kidding. What the fuck is happening? All right, might be Ethan's troll account that he used to plug his shit. This is fucking crazy. He's on video saying he hates disc golf. Well, Alex, that would support that he did play disc golf. Maybe he tried it and he hated us. You know what I mean? All right, what else do we got? AB working overtime in the H3 subreddit right now. Okay, I guess we got another thread. Well, I don't know anyone who was a slave, but friends of my grandparents were able to compare their personal experience of labor camps with Gaza. What? Palestinians are not treated as subhumans. Why don't you come to Israel instead of repeating talking points that honestly you really seem to know nothing about? There are reasons for what the Israelis do that are more complex than what you see as genocide or hate. Damn, that's tough. Come to Israel. Talk to an Israeli. You have no first-hand experience and no knowledge. Talking points. Come to Israel and talk to a Palestinian, for that matter. Palestinians live in Israel and are not shot and killed in the street. They are not harassed, abused, etc. They're integrated into society on almost every level. I live in Tel Aviv. I live in an Arab neighborhood. All those shops in my neighborhood are owned by Palestinians. Did Ethan live in an Arab neighborhood when he lived in Tel Aviv? This is convincing that this could be Ethan. Not 100% sold, but I wouldn't doubt it. He's doing a little trolling on his account, pushing his shit, and then he's going into like these super specific fucking anti-fuck, like these fucking pro-Israel fucking things. Okay. I work, are owned by Palestinians. I work with and live next to Arabs, Palestinians. I have Palestinian friends. There are laws that discriminate against them, yes, and I do not like that. And I want it to stop. But try and see the reason why Israel does it. Thanks. And it may be the start of understanding that can actually solve the problem. You do nothing but spit hatred and ignorance, nothing you think of, and you be used constructively to help the situation. Damn. This is crazy. You're also very annoying. This is fucking rough. Alright. Crazy. Might be him. When I read stories about Gaza is a death camp and how I've been deprived of essentials and about ethnic cleansing, the state comes to mind. Alright, so it just seems like a lot of Israel sleeping. 15 years ago. Okay. All right. Well, some convincing arguments. Not 100% sold, but I would not doubt it. I'll say that. I would not doubt it. Let's see. This is apparently Ethan talking about traumatizing a little girl in the bathroom.
It's like a dirty burger. Anyway, I'm there taking a pee, doing my thing.
Yeah.
And here in walks a little girl. I'm concentrating so hard on trying to pee that I don't realize that the door opens from the outside, doesn't go in. So I'm sitting here like spread eagle, room smelling like burnt pickle relish. And this poor little girl sees me like spreading my pubes like Moses. It's like an enlarged clitoris poking out.
He has like a small wiener or something? He's making jokes about that.
Of my pubic. Anyway, this little girl walks in, and you can imagine this scene like just spreading and like something like this. Like here's her spread and holding pickle relish like a jelly bean. Sometimes when I hang out with my friends and everyone's like, "Oh, what's that smell?" It smells like a dirty burger. Oh, what's that smell? It smells like someone didn't put the meat away. But it's sweet. One time someone was like, "Oh, what's that? Something smells good." One time one of my friends said that. "Oh, something smells good. I'm hungry." Anyway, this little girl walks in. It's a tiny bathroom, so you can imagine like she's face to face like with this genital holocaust. And she screamed. She's like, "Mommy."
You guys notice how in this video he's like cutting out his threats?
It doesn't look like Daddy's. She ran out. She just ran out. And I didn't. I was looking around the restaurant because I wanted to apologize to her and I wanted to explain that I don't want her to be growing up thinking that this is what she's got to look forward to, because God knows I can't have vaginal sex. No. So they were gone. They left. And actually a week later that restaurant closed.
All right. I guess you got the restaurant closed down.
It's like a dirty burger.
Is this something that comes up? Oh, we read this already. Yeah. Right. All right. That's crazy. We watched that. What socially inappropriate thing are you frequently tempted to do? For example, I always want to RSVP to events on Facebook that are being held by small groups of people that I don't know. Touch the boys. Okay, incredible. Definitely a pedo troll. Okay. From pedo troll, -21 points. Great post. Reminds me of the time I was in my friend's pool using the jet to masturbate. What the fuck is this? It was funny because my friends were doing this on the other side of the pool, and his little sister was just sitting there watching me. Kind of weird, but looking back, it makes me LOL. Thanks for the memory. Okay. We're shitting and coming, but in a bad way. We're just doing the shit part. This is rough, brother. Oh my god. Sounds like he had quite an edgy sense of humor. So, once I was at the park with my grandmama, and we were walking over a little river with a stone walkway. Well, she was feeling chipper this day because she decided she wanted to leap over one of the stones. Well, she slipped much like this guy, except her body was too frail to handle the fall. She broke her hip and her head. She just sat back in the water because she couldn't sit up. I run to pick her up, but it was too late. She drowned. Wow. Is this real? Do you think is real? Is this real? Sometimes now I take my kids to the same park, and sometimes something comes over me. I forced her head into the water to recreate the scene with my grandma and hold their faces until almost drowned and take them out. Part of me feels that I'm trying to relive that memory and save her. I'm afraid that one day I'll drown my children too. Thanks for the gift. Okay. That was just dark. Jesus Christ. The fuck's going through your head? Alright. Holy fucking shit, Clyde. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Malia was 12 years old. Sasha was 9. What the fuck's humor is this? What is this? Mr. President, would you send Michelle, Sasha... Oh, is this supposed to be Pedo Troll from November 2010? Would you send Michelle, Sasha, Malia through TSA screening, naked photos? or invasive genital groping, you choose. I don't even know what the fuck that refers to. Would you send these kids through TSA screening? Oh, I think the joke is that like when you go through TSA screening, they get to see your wiener. So maybe he's trying to say that the TSA screening is really bad because it's gross, right? Can TSA screening see your penis? Yes, TSA body scanners are designed to reveal the outlines of the entire body, including the genitals. Damn. That sucks. Okay. When did TSA penis screening start? What year? 2007. Okay. A guy got... Okay, so I think that the context of this situation, if this is Ethan or not, is that apparently, let's see, the use of advanced imaging technology at airports, which can create detailed scans of a person's body, began to be rolled out in 2007 in the TSA. A highly invasive pat-down procedure, which included the groin area, was introduced in 2010 as an alternative to the body scanners. So I think I think that this is supposed to be some kind of a joke about how, like, oh, like, would you subject your children to this really intrusive TSA screening and groping? So whether this is Ethan or not, that seems to be what the joke is about. Still, you know, pretty crazy stuff. But I guess that's... Where the fuck was I? I don't even know if that is Ethan, but... Okay. Let's see. Caden Cross, please post pics in your... This is fucking crazy here. In your Catholic school or Alfred, my mouth is watering. Caden Cross was just asked if I'm with the school. I'm gonna go home and change my clothes now. Sorry, I was just looking to see if I could find those pics. No, I don't know what's gonna be on here. Like, what the fuck he was referring to. So I didn't want to scroll up on the screen. Was just asked if I'm with the school. Gonna go home and change my clothes now. I have no idea what this joke means, to be fair here. I have no fucking idea what's happening. Is this a porn star? Who's Caden Cross? Who the fuck is Caden Cross? Oh, she has an OnlyFans. Dude, see? I'm fucking smart that I got that off the screen. I knew... See, I'm not stupid. How old is this person? Is this her? I think that she's... Yeah, okay, so she's like 40, I think. She's aged 40 right now. So I guess 15 years ago, she would still be an adult in the Catholic schoolgirl outfit. So that's good, I guess. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Okay. What is this? Who is this person? Is this also... Who is this supposed to be? I'm not understanding who these people are. Is this also Pedo Troll? These aren't even Pedo Troll. This is a different person. Is this even Ethan? I'm very confused. Why are we thinking that this is Ethan? Oh, this is Gary. Oh, this is... Oh, wait a minute. Holy shit. Is this Ethan Klein's fucking dad? Holy fuck. Dude, this is rough. Okay. Okay, holy shit. I thought that was fucking Ethan or something. That's Ethan's dad? Is that actually Ethan's dad? Gary Klein? Damn. Ethan called out his dad for gooning live on show. Oh shit. Alex the Fiction, is this actually his dad? Holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, this one's fucking rough. Dude, I gotta show this one. This one's fucking... This is crazy. This is a shot of me morning after some crazy night. I think my best friend roommate at the time I was 17. Oh my god, how gorgeous. Still got it, hashtag. Is this really Ethan? Oh my god, is this really Ethan's dad? Oh my god, this is crazy. Alright, that's a rough one. This one just says sex.com. I think, alright, I guess I'll copy it and look at it on the side. That's rough. He grilled his dad for this already. All right. Do you guys think that like some kind of porn is gonna come up on my thing? If I'm not, you know, I feel like I don't know if I want to look at this. This is fucking crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening here? Oh my god, dude, is this really his dad? Ah! Stop! Fuck! I'm maximizing. I'm maximizing. I'm maximizing and I'm fucking muting the fucking audio. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, listen, if this is actually fucking Ethan's dad, there's a picture. It's just a picture of, it's not porn. Well, it's a porn site. I saw a vagina. But it's not porn, but it's a picture of Klein and it's labeled sexy Klein. Or it's really just, it's called, geez, that's a penis. Jesus Christ. It says sexy Ela. It's her in a shirt with two A's next to each other upside down with a thing. That's crazy. You think that Ethan is gooning from his dad's account? Or do you think his dad is like trying to fuck his wife? Oh, that's crazy. This is fucking insane. Bro, this is like a next level of a perverted, though. If this is actually his fucking dad posting fucking pinup pictures of his wife, that's insane. This is fucking crazy. Let me just copy just the image. I don't have to fucking get banned or anything. Alright, this is not porn, I don't think. You know, I don't even want to show it. It's not like porn, but I don't feel like fucking around. I don't need to get fucking owned. Alright. This is tough. If I could just get my face back on the screen, that'd be lovely. But apparently we just can't. Ah, you fucking bitch. What's happening here? Okay. Boom, boom. Jesus Christ. There we go. That's crazy. It says 2 years ago on the post. Are you fucking kidding me? No, it doesn't. Dude, stop. Are you telling me I have to fucking reconfirm this? Are you fucking the sex.com post? What are we talking about? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Chat, should I jerk off to this picture later? Sexy Ela. Get the fuck off my screen. This is porn. Oh my god, oh my god, dude. This post about sexy Ela Klein is 2 years old. Guys, I think we're looking at a picture of Gary Klein. I don't know if it's real. I hope to Christ that this is not a real picture that Ethan's dad posted 2 years ago called Sexy Ela Klein. What the fuck, dude? This is, I hate it. I really genuinely fucking hate this so much. This is fucking insane. It's a let me just tell you right now, it's a terrible day to be a fucking Ethan fan, and it's a terrible day to be a Destiny fan as well. Nobody wins. Nobody wins, everybody loses. The fucking sky is falling. The sky is falling. We're all fucking cooked. We're all fucking cooked. All right, keeping it in the family, baby. All right, let's keep going. This is death. All right, crazy. At this point, I feel like I've seen client list is just going to go 50 different accounts ran by the clients. All right, incredible. He has so much to say. Okay, God, we read this, but it's none of it's about the child pornography he admitted to having. Each one of those PO symbols represents a different client account. I've tweeted. Okay, gotcha. This feels relevant to share again for reasons. This is Pixie saying, I wholeheartedly believe in karma, and I have unshakable faith that people will be able to tell the truth from lies. Wow, that's so beautiful, Pixie. It really... Wow. All right, well... I think that's it for today. I think we got a lot out of this stream. And this video. This is fucking crazy. I think this might have been a pill a little too big for him to swallow here. I hate this because on the one hand, I really don't want to talk about any of this stuff anymore because I'm just fucking. But on the other hand, this is the meal that we're given to. This is a meal we're given as the slopsters, and we can't be. Can I wear this hat anymore, dude? Fuck, I don't even know if I can wear this hat anymore, bro. Is this what you wanted me to watch? The Gary Klein thing?
We were having a conversation before we started that I want to touch on. My dad is bragging that he got 1,000 Twitter followers, but I am not going to publicly endorse your Twitter, Dad, if you're still following stars.
Damn. I don't see the connection or lack thereof.
That's fucking disrespectful, dude. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you got to get a fake account or a folder called the short stack goblin gooning folder. That's your two choices.
Because it's people found my dad's Twitter account, and this isn't like I'm not out here to humiliate my dad. This is something we've had several conversations about. Is that his whole Twitter account? People my dad started commenting on all my tweets like a few years ago, and people obviously found out it was my dad because this is Gary Klein, and then there was posts on the subreddit like all Gary follows is these crazy porn accounts.
Really?
Do you know that people can see your follows, right?
3 porn stars who are all intelligent women that
is that why you follow them?
And other things.
He's a regular feminist.
So
that's like Playboy. You're reading it through just the.
You follow it for their intelligent political takes,
right? For their political insights.
Yeah, right, right. You're reading the articles.
There's articles.
Okay, wait. Because when we first discovered
did they show the fucking shit?
Your Twitter follows a few years ago, it was like 90% porn. So have you have you culled your followings?
Is there a Twitter link for this? So can we figure out if this is real?
I would disagree with your counting methods there.
Okay, so you're saying 3. Ian, open up my dad's Twitter and let's do an inventory right now. All right, so Ian's going to do an inventory of how many porn accounts you're following.
Isn't that a violation of my 5th Amendment rights somehow?
You don't have to say anything, but it's important for you to know that your follows are public, Dad.
I realize that.
Because if you're bragging about, you got to clean your shit up if you want more followers. I can't endorse you when you're following all these porn stars.
Okay, again, it's going to be 3, and I know I'm the only man in the entire United States who occasionally watches porn. No one else supports that multi-billion-dollar industry.
There's a difference between watching porn and actively following them on Twitter as a public figure's dad.
You think that Gary owns the porn industry?
Who's bragging about his Twitter account?
I agree.
Thank you, Mom.
Do they show his fucking Twitter?
Agree.
That's shocking. You agree?
How do you feel about Dad following all this porn on Twitter?
All 3.
As a woman, I understand that men watch pornography.
Sure.
I mean, since your father and I have been married, which is almost 47 years now, that's always been a part of what Dad does. What I don't like is the interaction. The
interaction.
Well,
is there a Reddit post with this stuff in it?
Like he'll write something or he'll,
Whoa, what does Dad write?
I don't know. You'll have to ask.
I love you.
Look at that shit. He didn't grin on my dad. Wait, what does Dad write?
I mean,
comments on Pornhub?
Yeah, I think so.
You write comments on Pornhub?
No, I do not. Any comments that I've made are political in nature.
On Pornhub accounts?
Yeah, I can name most of the accounts I follow since
It's confirmed. I need to see the proof that it's him. But I wouldn't doubt it.
There's only 3.
He believes.
Any fingers being held up to help count back
Ian
there.
is certainly taking inventory.
He's still looking.
We're waiting for the final count. We're doing a recount here.
But I don't dismiss the opinions of sex workers just because of their occupation. Ha, smack, take that.
No, I think I agree, but I'm questioning the validity of following them specifically.
There's political figures that you can follow.
Analysts.
Why porno stars?
Oh, don't you think among the 1,100 Twitter followers I have, there are some political figures?
Well, hold on. Let's not. Okay, so Ian's at 4 and he's still counting. So
he's almost. How far are you?
And this is after my dad culled.
He wears porn merch? That's crazy.
You did a culling of because we called you out on this years ago. Or not us, our fans. I would never bring this up.
No, of course you wouldn't.
Wait, but let's not skim over the fact that Mom, you says that Dad is leaving comments on Pornhub videos.
He leaves comments. He interacts and exchanges points of view with all of his.
It's the same as dating, really. Yeah, exactly.
Dating, but you are married.
I don't leave comments on any of that stuff. My only comments will be politically related. And I won't find anything other than that on there.
Because we can also check your tweets and replies.
Unless, as happens frequently, people blame hackers. It must have been hackers. Someone hacked my account and did this. If it comes out to more than 4 or 5.
It is correct.
Hey, did you complete a count?
I don't know. I don't know if we could. I don't know if we could verify the account.
Tapped out of the account.
Oh,
what number did you get to?
Gary.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's just move on. It must have been bad.
I don't know if we could figure it out. Oh
Look at Dad's eyebrows. Look at his face.
You can still go home and unfollow before this gets posted.
Why, Gary? Why?
Or you can just let your freak flag fly.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Okay. Good for you. Support sex workers.
Yes.
Damn
One
it.
way or another.
You want to just tell us the number, Ian, that you stopped at. So Ian stopped at around 11, and he just tapped out.
Oh, well, how do you
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro. Fuck. Dude, is this fucking real? I hate this. I found a post. I think it's all censored from Keemstar. But I still gotta bring it up. It's censored, so we can... It's not censored enough, but I'll tell you that it says Ethan Klein from H3H podcast. He's bringing up the fact that I dated a 20-year-old girl as some kind of own when his own father public tweets of him simping for girls in their 20s. I mean, it seems like it's true. Nicholas Diorio is in on it. We know he's very credible, guys. He loves Oreos. Damn. Your ass does not look busted. That's what he said. He's risen girls up. And that yoga position is called? It's a girl with her tits out and doing one of these. I don't have the flexibility, but this upside down. I can't do it. I don't have the... Damn. You stupid ass motherfucker. Bro, this is fucked up. Why the fuck did Gary post a picture of his fucking daughter-in-law saying sexy Ela Klein on sex.com? Or is somebody trolling? Is somebody trolling? I'm so fucking confused. Gary, please tell me that you're not posting a picture on fucking sex.com with the username saying sexy Ela Klein. I have to believe that it's not real. I have to believe it. I can't believe that it's real, dude. I just can't do it. All right. All right, guys. Well, now Ethan Klein knows what it's like to be Destiny's son. Finding all this degenerate shit all over the internet. Oh, Lord. All right, we're done.